How do we feel about a 60-second countdown?
I already know how I feel.
Is it too much?
Okay, let it run.
I think I saw you give out subs. I don't think it goes to the people who are in here, by the way. I think it's random.
Really? Happy.
I think so.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
That would be kind of insane, right?
let's chat. Morning. Yes, I believe I am. Just got a corp text, so I'm glad I didn't cut that short. Okay. Give us time to talk about Katie dropping. Very, very funny. Wow, 60 seconds and I forgot to remove the graphic. Good morning, Steak. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Happy Monday. I'm back in the New York groove. Steak is rocking new hats left and right, and it's just putting a smile on my face because they all look pretty fucking good. I'll tell you what, I like the camo. I'm kind of into the camo. I may need to get me a camo hat.
This is for the birds. This is for the birds, dude.
For the bird? Oh, Philly. Right. Yeah, Philly. Nice job, Steak. Good job, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the Sunday Night Football game. It looked like it was another thriller. I'm being semi-sarcastic. I did not watch much of it, but how about Jameson motherfucking Williams? Over yards, scored a touchdown, and longest reception. We do love that. It was not JJ, Justin Jefferson Day, unfortunately. So
No.
We'll recap some plays. Did you give more subs?
I only gave 5.
I scrolled all the way to the top. Yeah, so like for example, Saucy, Noah Knows, 10 Tumon, and JD Films. Are those guys in here right now? And if they're lurkers, that's fine. I know some people
I really thought it was people in here. I would be incredibly disappointed if it wasn't.
Hype Train level 2, Cam.
Pretty decent ratio today, right? Like this doesn't look all that milky.
Pull it back for a little bit. Yep, much better.
It definitely tastes good.
Yeah, much better. I mean, you need your coffee to taste like coffee with like the hint of cream, because I've told you I'm a black coffee drinker, but I go through phases where I like the cream, but it just can't be too much cream, and that's why I do the cream at home. I can't trust the barista to do it anymore. Nobody knows what a splash is. Steak, can I get gifted? See, this is what happens though. Now you get everybody that's actually in here wants the gifted subs. You know what you could do, Steak?
Is go say who wants a sub and then give them out to the people that are in here.
Exactly.
But I really did we confirm that wasn't the case?
Well, I just asked all of those people who got subs if they were in here. I think Adam Muhammad is the only guy that is.
So maybe they're just not saying anything.
Yeah, and that's fine. Again, if people want to be lurkers, I totally understand, and I got no issue or beef with that. We're just testing something here. Adam was here. Yep, rumors swirling that Steak is the greatest NBA gambler on the earth. Besides the Pelicans, fuck the Pelicans. Steak, you took the Pelicans?
Yeah, I took the Pelicans. I did good though. I think I ended up up $1,000 in the NBA. I hit the Mavs money line, Nets first half, and Nets full game, but lost the Pelicans spread and money line. I'm not going to be this annoying guy, but when you say you're up 1,000 or when you post that you're putting 500 next to the teams, what is that for units? Just so we know. That's the problem is I don't want to be one of those guys on Twitter that's saying fake units. And the truth is I am just a vibes gambler. So I've decided to just start posting my bets with the dollar amounts. Because
that's fine, but you should know what your unit is.
Probably $500 these days, but it used to be 1,000, and now 1,000 is kind of more like a nuke if I'm being honest. But like 500 really feels like the sweet spot. Like to be completely honest with you, as a degenerate gambler, 500 is the dollar amount that gets me going. Like if I put 500 on a game, I'm into it. I know this sounds shitty, but if I put less, I'm just not that into it.
No, that's fine. So the reason I ask is not even so much about how much you're winning and losing. Really what it does, this is kind of what I was trying to explain to Beef too. It shows your level of confidence. So if you're putting
on that either, I'm not big on that either. That's the thing. I'm not big on a confidence level thing either. I know, I understand what you're saying, and I know what you're saying is going to make sense. So I want to be clear. I'm not arguing with you.
Right. I guess you can say that you're not going to be that guy, but people want to know because, for example, Potahemplo, if someone says, oh shit, Steak is putting $1,000 on this game, they might think that you are in love with the play. It's 2 units.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like that guy calling me a drunk rich gambler. That's sometimes I'm just drinking and I want to nuke a bet.
But that's not a nuke.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
You
you.
understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I hear
that's
you.
not 2 units is not a nuke.
I don't know why. Also, in mix, I don't know if I should say this either, but I'm just going to say it. There's
Oh,
something different about putting $1,000 into your sports book than there is about betting $1,000 on your offshore on credit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's real money.
$1,000 out of your bank account and putting it into your sports book and then wagering it feels a lot different than $1,000 on the offshore.
Well, obviously, yeah, because when you lose, that money is gone.
Yeah, or it's technically gone before you lose, and you need to win your bet to get it back.
Right. Which is a big reason I think that it could kind of help responsible gambling to not use. I think this was maybe a topic of conversation or a vote or something that was going through certain states about allowing people to use their credit cards to deposit into sports books. Like that should be, real money. So you don't.
You should not be able to use your credit card for sports
Because it's like reckless spending. Like, I did it when I was a kid.
do that and then get charged interest. That's
Yeah, exactly. So I would push back on that. Sam gave out a couple. Oh no, Sam got a subbing. We're on a hype train level 3. Cam is money giving out subs. We appreciate that. Adam Muhammad. See, there's nothing wrong with being a $20 unit guy. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's why I don't even want to get into it, because everybody should have whatever unit they're comfortable with and whatever makes gambling fun.
Right, but to have this conversation with other people in the chat so they don't have to feel this way, it is better overall if we talk units. You get what I'm saying?
I'm totally fine.
Yeah. So when you like something like a 1 unit play, it's just what you like. But if you really like it, it's 2, it's 3. You know what I mean? Like, just the level of confidence. You really liked the Eagles last night. You made it a 2 unit bet.
Yeah.
Great job though in the NBA. That's been you're really finding your groove. I know I was fucking with you talking about bringing back the dog of the day. I want to be very clear. I'm not trying to rush you because it's a long season. I'm still kind of getting my beak wet in the NHL here and there, which, by the way, we'll do another stream later today. I should have some time to talk NHL. I really do want to do like a start of the week, get familiar. Last time we did this, we were 5-0, which was a lot of fun. So keep tabs on that. $500 unit stake. You are a savage. How about DGens? I'm a $100 unit guy. But lately, because I haven't really been in my bag, most of my bets are 0.75 units. So because if I'm losing, it's not doesn't affect me quite as much. Understand? So
yeah.
And like I've said, I have bet like a bitch for the majority of my 20 years as a sports bettor. NBA been printing. Yep, first year going.
Your point. Sorry to cut you off, but you said something. There's going to be a time, man, when football is over. It's going to come really quickly, and all we're going to have is NBA for like 4 or 5 months. And during those times, we're going to go hard as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to get into player props more too. I know we were kind of dabbling with Outlier last year. That was fun. First year going completely cold turkey from offshores and has made me go smaller units, more responsible overall. Absolutely, Brinks. Absolutely. Y'all are the best in the space. Appreciate you, Snacks. Thank you very much. And I want to just also give a shout out to you just commented on this guy's tweet, which was hilarious, but it was very nice of somebody to tweet that who is it? Sleeper Picks. Sunday, November 16th, he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0. And he said, my first sweep, can I get a pat on the back from my inspos? And tag me and you and Trent. How adorable is that?
Hilarious inspos.
Yeah, well, I hope if you're listening to this, Sleeper, remember, just have some fun, bet responsibly, and good job on your 5-0. It was a good day for the Degenerate newsletter, by the way. Thank you to everybody who showed some love on the tweet yesterday, but we went 5-0. And Steak, isn't it so funny? We grind so much during the week on talking about plays. By the way, here's the tweet chat. I don't know why I'm sending the tweet. Actually, I meant to send you the link. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter, go ahead and do so on the website homepage. Put your email in there. It is free. You can pay. It is optional. And we really appreciate everybody who does. But how about them Bears? We'll talk about that. Every week we do the newsletter. We grind about what plays are going to make our newsletter, what our best bets are going to be. This newsletter, it usually comes out Friday morning. And because of things that I had to take care of before I left Orlando, I had some vet appointments, everything like that. It had to come out later. So then I was on my flight back at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon Friday. I was finishing it up. Wi-Fi got cut out early, so I couldn't finish it. And then I was like, fuck it. I got home. I was like, it's just going to have to go out Saturday. So what I'm getting at was the plays weren't really rushed, but the write-ups in the newsletters kind of were. 3-1 in college, 5-0 in the NFL. 8-1 newsletter. On the newsletter, the first one of the year that you could say was rushed and late.
And I didn't do my write-up because I was gambling at the casino and you did my write-up.
Yep. It is kind of funny how it works like that, but great job on the Jags. I loved Greg's under was nasty. That was awesome. Had to be the Browns. So we'll talk about it. We're going to recap everybody that's joining. Thank you, Casper, with a 7-stream streak. I see we got some people finally coming in here at 10:15. I know it's nice and early on a Monday morning. I just did last week. W's great. Thank you. We really appreciate that. What's up, Casper? Good morning, fellas. What's up, X Finchy? How you doing? Cowboys are a nuke tonight. We'll talk about that at the end. All right, Steak. Should we get into a little recapping?
Can't see why not.
I can't see why not either. What's up, D Mahoney? How you doing? Hope all is well. I think D Mahoney is a photographer in Vegas. Every time I see his name, that's what I think of. Awesome call on the Jags. I didn't get weird enough to tail. Well done. Yep, late money. Appreciate you. Steak made me some bread on the hoops. Yeah. Make sure we're acknowledging. Listen, they're not always going to be hot. You gotta enjoy the hot streak. Steak is getting in his fucking bag in the NBA, and we absolutely love that. And I have been tailing. I have been fucking tailing. All right. You know what though? Are you going to make fun of me? I didn't realize it. You said Mavs money line. I just read Mavs and I was like, wow, they're 3.5, 4-point dogs. You said money line.
Yeah. That almost would have worked out for you. There was a lot of points of that game where it looked like they were
okay.
Win, but yeah, they went to overtime and won. We got lucky.
Here's Alan Dims, DGen tweeting about the Panthers because he's starting to worry the Bucks might blow the division and the fraud comments are aging well from early in the season. Absolutely not. I'm not worried at all. We'll talk about
the division. But
yep. Is Steak posting NBA on Twitter? Absolutely.
Every day, Jimmy Buckets.
Every single day. And you can follow him and myself if you give a fuck. But both of us are on Picket. You can always see our action there as well. All right. Let's just talk briefly. I mean, every game has to get some acknowledgement from us, but let's talk about this Commanders-Dolphins game. Sure. Goes into overtime. The Dolphins win 16-13. Ended up going with the over in this game. Did not happen. A lot of stalled drives, a lot of penalties on 3rd down or 4th down, and field goals in the first half. It was 6-6, which is hilarious, but no excuses. Rat shit wager. Achane had a really nice game. He was 21 for 120. On the ground. Ollie Gordon gets the touchdown, though. Great job to anybody who made that wager. I got cute with Jalen Wright. He had 1 carry for 4 yards. That was a stupid bet. Good job, Cornfields. Cornfields had Ollie Gordon. I think Beeve had Ollie Gordon. Good job. Tua 14 of 20, 171 yards. Sacked 3 times. 28 QBR. Mariota played okay. Deebo Samuel had a decent game. 7 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Deebo is a touchdown machine. That is for sure. I didn't play it, though. Steak, any takeaways here from the 3-8 Commanders and the 4-7 Miami Dolphins?
Well, I'm going to go into this recap by letting you know I'm going to do my best when we do these to not overreact week to week to things, because literally something that happened last week could be the complete opposite this week, more so in the NFL than ever before. But it's got to be mentioned that the Dolphins have the Saints, the Jets, the Steelers, and the Bengals coming up, and that they're not completely dead. Just has to be said. I know that they're probably technically dead, but it seems like all of a sudden they have a little something to play for. The Commanders should have won this game. I think my only takeaway from this is how sad and pathetic the Commanders are. And I don't want to be a hater, but I'm going to be a little bit of a hater because this team went 12-5. Everyone said they played nobody. They made the NFC Championship game. Everyone said it was a fluke. This team is bad. It's bad. Zach Ertz is old. I don't know where the fuck Terry McLaurin is after he got paid. Debo is old. Bobby Wagner is old. And I understand they don't have their quarterback. It's a really bad roster. And it's a really bad fall off. Like, I didn't expect them to go 12-5 again. I don't think anybody did. But I don't think anybody thought they would be in the running for the number 1 pick either. It's been a pretty fucking pathetic showing. And I'm wondering if the Dan Quinn thing was like a one-hit wonder. Because he just doesn't give me the guy vibes. But yeah, my takeaway is I'm not impressed by the Dolphins at all. Still think they're bad, but the Commanders are awful. And this has been like, is anyone having a worse fall off from last year besides probably the Vikings? Like this, they're worse than the Vikings, obviously.
Yeah, they're worse. No, they're worse.
Having the worst fall off from last year.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I was wondering because Terry McLaurin, I'm like, I don't even remember him playing. He did play 4 games. The Commanders were 2-2 in those games that he played. He played the opener, then he played on Thursday night, and then he played like weeks 1 through 3, I guess, is what he did. and he didn't have a touchdown, but he was getting a little bit better. He had 9 catches for 48, 4 catches for 74. Then he got hurt and he had a touchdown against the Chiefs, and that's it. I guess he's got a quad injury. I think I brought up the Dolphins having some life, and you and Greg, or maybe just you, or you and Beeve, shot it down. And part of the reason I brought up their soft schedule, and I even tweeted that they're 80-1 to make the playoffs, and I was wondering if that was worth a look. I'm not the only one out there who's doing that. Not necessarily like the Ravens noise that I was almost.
You were a little bit early to the game for sure, because at 3-7, that's bold, and now at 4-7 with the schedule, I told you, you're like, damn. In some world, they could be 8-7. They won't be. I want to be very clear. They're not making the playoffs. Right. They won't be 8-7. They will not run the table or anything like that. But I guess it's fun to talk about. Kind of. I still think they're very bad, man.
They are. Yeah. I saw John Gruden put a video and a take out there for him too. So that was kind of funny. Also, I forget that John Gruden follows me, which is great. No interactions yet though. We're trying to get one of those. I will say this. I know you took the Commanders. I don't know if you got 2.5 or 3, and I'm not trying to shit on you at all. Okay. For the majority of that game, it was really hard for me not to text you good call, because you did say something that made a lot of sense. And even though it didn't work out, it felt like it was the right read. You don't want to buy the Dolphins off a high after their win against the Bills. So something to just keep in mind with teams moving forward. All right, let's move on from that game. Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers beating the Atlanta Falcons. Man, I came so close to taking the Falcons. Not hammering, not nuking, nothing like that. I don't think I made a play at all in this game. I don't think I played any props or anything like that. We talked about Bijan getting 2 touchdowns the week after Algier got 2 touchdowns. I think he got that shit in the first half. Just inexcusable here from the Atlanta Falcons. But I guess you could say they have the injury excuse with Penix going down. But to me, the story of the game has nothing to do with that. I think that injury is irrelevant. Steak, without looking at the box score, unless you already are right now, or did you see it on Twitter? Do you know what Bryce Young's stat line was?
Of course. I watched every down of football yesterday. I know you're not going to get anything by me.
Okay.
I cannot believe. This is why I say week-to-week basis, I should just shut the fuck up, because all I did on Sunday morning was talk about how bad I think Bryce Young is, and I still kind of feel that way. But the Falcons string together like 8 games in a row of holding quarterbacks to under 200 yards passing, which is crazy. Then Bryce Young throws for 450, dude. It's absolutely insane. The Falcons, like, I know I just said the Commanders are the most pathetic showing of the year, but really it might have to be the Falcons. The Falcons are absolutely fucking pathetic. They're fucking pathetic. They're ran by a pathetic guy. And I just can't believe it. Like, I don't understand. What are you saying to your fans if you wake up this morning and you still employ Raheem Morris? What could Raheem Morris do to keep his job? It's just crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. Kirk Cousins stinks too. Kirk is done. Kirk stinks.
So I think that this is the only problem I have. And it kind of aligned with like the timing of the Brian Daboll firing, because I didn't like how he got fired after Neighbors goes down, Scatterbo goes down, and then Jackson Dart comes out of a game where he's playing well. And the Giants probably could have and would have won if he stayed healthy. Penix was actually playing pretty well. 13 of 16, 175 yards, 89 QBR, and they were up 21-10 in the game.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is awful. 6 of 14, 48 yards, a 29 QBR. He's just so bad. I'm not taking anything away from Raheem Morris. You already know how I feel about him. He's a terrible head coach. Mm-hmm. But in that situation where your quarterback gets hurt, you had the lead, it is a little bit of a asterisk of why you can't fire a guy after that. No? Disagree on that?
I disagree. I think the most pathetic thing I can tell you about this NFL season is that the Falcons lost 30-0 to the Panthers in Carolina and followed it up by being up 21-10 and not figuring out how to stop Bryce Young, who hadn't thrown for over 200 yards in like 6 weeks, and you let him go for 450. The Falcons are absolutely pathetic. Like, if there's something I will react to every week, I don't give a fuck. The Falcons are absolutely pathetic. They're the most pathetic team in the NFL. If you consider the talent level versus the production, I think the Falcons are the worst.
I think what's really interesting in this game that makes it hard for me to understand how the Falcons lost is, I mean, I know Bryce Young had, if you guys aren't familiar, he had 448 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked 5 times. Like, that's good for the defensive.
He got hurt.
Pressure? Oh, geez.
Yeah, he got hurt on a play, and then I was like, oh, there it is. We're getting fucking Andy Dalton again. He came back.
The Panthers had 67 rushing yards. They ran for 2.7 yards per carry. I don't understand. Like, this just doesn't compute to me how they had so many fucking passing yards. And Ted McMillan, 8 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 targets. I will say this. I don't know that Dave Canales is a very good coach. I don't know that Bryce Young is a very good quarterback, but I'll tell you what, I love doing the obvious and getting the ball to your best player and a guy you drafted. Like, I know Colson Loveland's starting to heat up for the Bears a little bit, but it's like, if you're going to go after a guy, a receiver or a tight end or something, like, throw it to him. Let him make a play. 12 targets for your receiver like Ted McMillan, at least to me, when I'm like checking boxes for the Panthers, like, this is a pro. This is very good. But man, the Falcons, even with Penix going down, you sacked the quarterback 5 times. You held them to 67 yards rushing. Like, the only thing you cannot do is let the quarterback throw for 450 yards, and they let Bryce Young do it. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, this makes no sense to me. I can't figure it out. Good morning, guys. What's up, Bird Dog? How we doing? Snowman says, wouldn't the Vikings have the worst talent to production?
No, but they're probably bottom 5.
Yeah. Quick Stuff 24. What's up? Good morning. Snowman Sports getting a skull. Bryce, the rice was dealing. Yep. Yeah. All right. Good morning, everybody. I think, look, before we move on from this game, Steak, we actually, let's talk about the NFC South division whenever we talk about the Bucks. And I hope Cornfields is here because I know he's going to fucking have some things to say. Yeah. Fuck Kirk Cousins, dude. He's just, I hate to say it. I really thought if Kirk Cousins going into this year was to get an opportunity, he was going to take advantage of it. I couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, he looks bad. All right. Cornfields is here. Great. This is a good segue. This is a good
Bucks
segue.
Are minus 600 to win the division.
Okay. Let's talk about the Bucks and the Bills. All right. So Steak just mentioned he watched every second of football. Unfortunately, I had an extremely corp weekend because I was out of town for 2 weeks. So yesterday and Saturday, I was out working from probably 10 to 5. I didn't get to see any of the 1 p.m. games, but I did get to watch the later slate, which was really good. So please forgive me. If I don't know ball, cut me some slack here. But I was following this game on my phone. Like, when I'm out working during the weekends, like, I'm staring at my phone every fucking second I get. If I'm walking in the stairs, if I'm waiting for the elevator, I'm looking till my eyes bleed. And I see the Bucks are banging with the Bills. Banging. And I'm like, here they go. The Bucks are scrappy. The Bucks are fighting. They're on the road. They're in Buffalo. You said it, Steak. You were like, I hate for me, that the Bills are pissed off. Like, that really sucked. And you were right. Josh Allen had a Josh Allen game. 317 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He did have 2 interceptions. Not sacked at all, which is insane. The one read I had on
touchdowns, dude. The man had 6 touchdowns.
He had 6 touchdowns. Good Jesus Christ. I don't think I knew that. The one read I had that was pretty good on this on Prop Talk is I said I would not be on James Cook anything in this game, rushing wise, because the Bucks just gave up a lot to Travion Henderson. And Bowles is good at scheming up defenses against running backs, but holy shit. Everybody had a fucking 20-plus yard reception on the Bucks. Dawson Knox, Gabe Davis, Ty Johnson, James Cook, Terrell Shavers. 20-plus yard reception. 5 different guys. Just bad. Really, really bad. The Bucks ran for 200 yards. 106 yards on the ground. Baker, again, not his best game. 16 of 28, 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He did run. Finally, 5 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. The Bills win this game 44-32. I'll let you talk on your takeaways on this, and then we'll talk a little bit about the NFC South.
It started bad for Josh Allen. And I could tell. I even texted my fantasy football group chat, like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with Josh Allen? Like, it's official. There's something wrong with this guy. But he woke the fuck up. And honestly, 44 points when your leading receiver is Tyrell Shavers and you only got 48 yards out of James Cook is pretty fucking incredible. And I give all the credit to Josh Allen. I'm not going to shit on you or say anything about the Bucks because I don't think they're bad. But unfortunately, I think we can say that with no Mike Evans, like I said, I really hope we get a good Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving back, and I'll make a full assessment then. But with no Mike Evans, it's hard to believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would be any threat in the NFC side of the playoffs, unfortunately. I know they should win the division and get a home playoff game. It's just, it's like, who are they going to play, I guess, is the question. Like, they're not going to beat the Eagles. They're not going to beat the Lions. They're not going to beat the Packers. They're they're not beating those teams in the NFC West. I don't think, but I guess you could always beat Sam Darnold. We'll talk about him later, but I don't think they're beating the Rams, Niners, or Seahawks technically. So yeah, I'm not overreacting, but I am out on the Bucs with this current roster. I hope Bucky and Godwin can come back and make a difference. For the Bills, dude, I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to stack up for the Bills. I think they're going to lose the division and be in a wild card game. It would be hilarious if this is how they finally made their Super Bowl run from a wild card spot. But I do not think this team is anywhere near good enough to be Super Bowl competitors whatsoever.
Yeah, this loss, I look, I defend Todd Bowles a lot as a head coach. Everybody wants him fired. I think he does a pretty good job, but this loss has a lot to do with Bowles and that defense. I mean, 1 week it's the running for 174 yards, whatever it was from Travion. Now you've got the 317 passing yards from Josh Allen and 6 total touchdowns. I mean, this is crazy. And yeah, someone said it. He's very stubborn with the playing man on the mismatches. This stretch for the Bucs schedule has been brutal. I just want to walk you through Eagles at Seattle, home against the Niners, at the Lions. Then you got the Saints, Patriots, at the Bills, at the Rams. I'm not making excuses, but that is 5 road games in 7 weeks. And on the road, you are playing Seattle, Detroit, Buffalo, and LA. Brutal. Cornfields is talking about the Bucs being frauds. I don't necessarily see it that way because I keep trying to remind him. He was saying bet the Bucs to win the Super Bowl because he thinks that if you talk highly of your team, or I'm sorry, not talk highly, but if you defend your team for being 6-2, when people are trying to say they're frauds and they're dog shit, that just means you think they're Super Bowl contenders. No, that is your typical delusional fan, which I and Steak are not. So when you have a conversation with a normal level-headed fan, I told you the Bucs are not winning the Super Bowl. The Bucs are just a tough, gritty team fighting through adversity, playing with a lot of injuries, but I understand a lot of teams are injured. I get that. We are seeing how important Bucky Irving is to this team, no doubt, but that's not even an excuse. The defense has been abysmal these last 2 weeks, and something has to get figured out. And it's not going to get figured out against the Rams. But if you were to tell me, oh, they're going to lose to the Lions, the Patriots, the Bills, and the Eagles, but they're going to beat the Seahawks and the Niners, that doesn't sound that crazy.
They're not going to figure it out against the Rams. Then they get the Cardinals at home. Then they get the Saints at home. Then they get the Falcons at home. 3 home games in a row. Cardinals, Saints, Falcons. They'll figure it out there. Then at the Panthers and at the Dolphins. The Bucs will be fine. I don't know what everyone's definition of fraud is. I don't recall ever saying in this stream that the Bucs are Super Bowl competitors. So I don't think winning your division and going to the playoffs is fraud worthy. But I don't think that they're I won't be betting on the Bucs to make any noise in the playoffs.
So this is from a sports bet. See, if a casual fan says this, I guess I understand it a little bit more. From a sports bettor, I don't understand it. First of all, that's an exaggeration. The first 5 Bucs win, they won by a combined 9 points. The 5th win was against the 49ers by 11 points. Okay, so that's wrong. Let's go ahead and debunk that. At the Falcons on the road where they won by 3, they were 2-point favorites. Okay, at the Texans where they won by 1, they were 2-point dogs. Okay. At the Seattle Seahawks where they won by 3, they were 3.5-point dogs. Do you not understand what I'm saying? There's a spread for a reason. They're in tough matchups that are coin flip games. Why does a team get shit for winning in coin flip fashion in a coin flip game? Why does that happen?
You get shit for everything because you get shit if you're the Patriots and you blow out bad teams too because your schedule's weak. So you get shit regardless.
I just think I respect Korn. I think he's very sharp. I think he's very smart. I think this is a horrendous take. I truly do. And no, I don't think it makes the team fraudulent for losing again at Detroit, at Buffalo, and at home to the Patriots. But nevertheless, like I said, I'm not betting them to win the Super Bowl. But if you look at the end of their schedule, this is what I think, Steak. This next game on the road against the Rams is going to be brutal. The Rams look amazing. They look like the team that's going to win the Super Bowl, which I know some people had in the beginning of the year. Shout out Adam Chernoff.
Matt Stafford, odds-on favorite now, plus 135. I actually don't know what odds-on means, but Matt Stafford is the MVP favorite.
It's like the best odds to do something.
Okay, so he does.
Odds-on favorite. Yeah, odds-on favorite means like they have the highest odds to do something. So the Cardinals, the Saints, the Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. You can go 6-0 in that stretch.
Yeah, no, you definitely can. I'm not saying you will, but
in
all reality, they'll be 6-5 after the Rams game with 6 games left. and they'll end the season 10-7, which is it's over their win total, and it's about what you'd expect.
So if you fast forward and the Bucks are 10-7, imagine being a guy like Cornfield saying frauds. Do you get what I'm saying? This is so
frauds,
stupid.
There's only a few frauds this year. It's the Commanders, Vikings, and Falcons. Am I missing anyone? Like actually,
Charger. I think the Chargers could be phony. Steelers
7-4. I don't think anybody expected much from the Steelers. They had an 8.5 win total. They're probably going to go over their win total. Chargers are probably going to go over their win total. I don't think frauds. Yeah, Texans is a good one.
Yeah, the Bucks are -600 to win the division. Cornfields. I would respect you, as I already do, a lot more if you put your money where your mouth is and take the Panthers to win the division or take the Bucks to miss the playoffs. Right?
Those go hand in hand, or
kind of.
Because the NFC West and the NFC North is stealing those wild cards for sure. Yeah, the division is the playoff race here.
Yeah, Eagles are frauds offensively. There's definitely something. Shout out Cash Snowman saying Fernando Mendoza on Sunday NFL Recap. We love that.
Yeah. They don't even put that up on the books anymore.
Yeah, this is fair. I don't think the Bucks are one of the top 6 teams in the NFL. No, but clearly, I mean, I think, look, the Bills won and covered that game, but the fucking Bucks gave him hell. They gave him hell for 3.5 years.
There's a lot. They gave him hell with Tyrell Shavers. Yeah, it's tough, man, because
I know, but
then again, you rush for 200 yards. You got 200 yards rushing, and I would have really thought if that happened that Baker would have been able to do enough to win this game.
I know, but
Josh Allen was Superman for sure.
You can't say that about Josh Allen when the Bucks have Sean Tucker, Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson.
No, I'm the guy always fucking saying that. I'm the guy always.
No, I know. All right, let's keep moving. Thanks for joining us in the recap. By the way, I see a few of you guys liking and retweeting the Twitter stream. We do appreciate that. You can watch us on Twitter for free, although we really appreciate if you come over to Twitch and YouTube where we monetize. Watch an ad, we'll get a nickel. Thank you.
Aren't the Packers first place in the division? I can't call them frauds, unfortunately. Oh no, are the Bears first place?
I don't know. We're going to talk about that in a second. Let's get the Texans-Titans out of the way. Is there anything to take away from this game? The Texans 16, Titans 13. Titans fall to 1-9, 0-5 at home. They are terrible. Yeah, you know what? There's one thing I'd like to say about this game. This is a betting strategy that we have followed, okay? And shame on us. We had Titans fatigue and we couldn't take advantage. But anybody who bet the Titans yesterday, good job. That was a really, really good wager. It was a ballsy wager, in my opinion. What do we say about backup quarterbacks, Steak?
They have a good first start and they have bad second starts.
You buy in on the first start, you fade on the second start. That is exactly what happened. And unfortunately, I know I made the Jags my best bet in David Mills' first start, but I didn't give a fuck about it, unfortunately. But Davis Mills plays well, come back and win that game. And then yesterday, I mean, he still had a decent game, 26 of 41, 274. Couldn't really get anything going on the ground, but that was always the game to fade the Texans. DGen is such a pro, milking the Bears-Vikings game to the end. Yep, you know it. Well, listen, I think it's time to get into the Vikings-Bears now. How about that? We've covered almost half the 1 p.m. game, so this is good. I have one take, and I'm sorry. Yes, please.
I think the Tennessee Titans might be the worst NFL team of all time. This Tennessee Titans team might be the worst.
Sure.
If someone's going to tell me it's the 0-17 Lions or 0-16 Lions, sorry. I don't think it is. I think this Tennessee Titans team is the worst team I've ever watched play football in the history of football, and I have been watching football for 28 years. Yes, we did, Snidesy.
Excuse me. What did he say?
He said, did we talk about Josh Allen? How good Josh Allen is?
Yeah, Josh Allen is amazing.
The Bears are in first place. It just registered to me right now.
Yep. Oh, I got some Bears takes, and the Bears fans aren't going to like it. So I hope Chicago is here and present. Is Fat Girls here?
I don't know where Fat Girls has been, man. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah. Well,
streaky.
The Titans.
I call Fat Girls streaky. Oh, he's here. Streaky guy. You know, he shows up for a while and he disappears for a couple weeks on a hiatus. You never know what he's fucking doing, dude.
Yep. All right. Everybody lock in for a second. Everybody lock in. Let's talk about this game. And first, I'll set the stage. I want to hear what you have to say about the Vikings, and then I'll go last. I don't want to hog the microphone.
Okay. Well, I just want to say I'm absolutely miserable.
Hold on. Can I talk about this? What the score real quick?
You just said talk about the Vikings. You go ahead. Say whatever.
I said let me set the stage first.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you talk about the Vikings.
That's okay. The Vikings were 2.5-point favorites. They lose 17-19. Game-winning field goal by the Bears. The game stays under.
You didn't recap any other game like this. Why are you doing this?
What are you talking about?
You didn't say the Texans were
Yes,
five
I
and a half
did.
point favorites. They hit a game-winning field goal. No, you fucking did
I
it.
said the Titans covered 5.5
You
points.
didn't say the Buck. No, you did not. You're not recapping fucking spreads and shit until
I said the Dolphins were 2.5 point favorites.
you're not doing it the same way you did.
All right, talk about the fucking Vikings. And I was going to be nice. I don't
want you to be nice. I do not want your fucking pity, dude. I don't want your pity. I don't want you to break down the fucking money line and how it turned out. Everybody fucking knows. JJ McCarthy is bad. JJ McCarthy is bad. Unfortunately, he is very bad. And I would have went to war going into this year with KOC and any quarterback. And I'm hoping that there's some kind of light at the end of the tunnel. There was a couple plays, has to be mentioned. There was a couple plays wide receivers on the Minnesota Vikings could have made. Specifically, Jordan Addison at the beginning of that game. There was a third down where if Jordan Addison catches his ball, not a perfect ball, but should have been caught, he goes for a touchdown. Maybe it's a different game. But there's not a bunch to say because I think the internet's already said it. I think everyone and their mom has posted that fucking Jack Doherty, JJ McCarthy meme and got a bunch of likes.
Oh, the one Beef tweeted and we thought that he made it?
Yeah. Jesus, my fucking dog is barking at the door. Sorry, we're going to have to...
Is that Barry?
No, it's Tank. Barry doesn't really bark. Damn, Tank rattled me. Or maybe it's JJ McCarthy that rattled me. It's really unfun. It is really unfun to be a Vikings fan. And I'll move over to the Bears. I'm not going to hate on a team for winning. I really won't. 7-3 for the Bears is amazing anyway you get there. Caleb Williams was not impressive yesterday. He did one thing that was impressive to me, and that was avoiding sacks. But other than that, Caleb Williams didn't look good. Just mentioning it, I don't think that was a good Caleb Williams game whatsoever, except the elusiveness. And I know that you're going to talk about that, so that's just basically me setting you up. But yeah, the Vikings are in a miserable place, and they play the Packers next week.
Okay. So first, before I talk about the Chicago Bears, I'm glad to hear you say this about JJ McCarthy, and I'm gonna be a little honest and mean here. But again, no, I know. I tweeted this I texted this to Pranav, who's a Michigan fan, and you on that Michigan run were a Michigan fan because you bet on Michigan to win the championship. They won you a lot of money. You went to the game, but you followed that Michigan team. You and I streamed the Michigan-Alabama game, and I just don't know what someone who followed and watched that Michigan national championship, how someone could say JJ McCarthy showed me he can be a starting quarterback right now at 22 years old in the NFL, because what I saw was a guy who had it about as easy as anybody could possibly have it in Michigan. You got 10 cupcake opponents. You have an incredible running game. You have a great offensive line. You had a really good defense, and you had a phenomenal head coach. And they bulldozed the competition. But even when they went on the road against Penn State, he threw the ball 8 times. This is Ryan Tannehill-esque performances. In big games, he didn't have to do much. Against the Alabama, he didn't do much. That Alabama team, what did they do the following year? They were rat shit. He orchestrated a game-winning drive. Great job. And then he played Washington. No big deal. I know I got a little bit of shit for being tinfoil hat and saying that JJ McCarthy's injury is not really an injury, and they're kind of just soft benching him to get Carson Wentz in there. And then later we find out Carson Wentz is playing football games with one shoulder. That's crazy. JJ McCarthy does not deserve all the blame. All right. You ready for me to be nice to JJ here? And I've said this, and I will continue to repeat myself.
I don't care if you're nice to JJ McCarthy.
I know you don't. I'm talking to the chat. I'm not just talking to fucking you. I know you can take it. You have thick skin. But I'm going to be honest. JJ McCarthy, I think, has potential to be a good quarterback. I really do. In the short term, though, this is the biggest problem that the Vikings organization and Kevin O'Connell made. It's one thing to not pay Sam Darnold. It really is. It's another thing to say, hey, you know what? We don't want to have Daniel Jones be our quarterback one. But I can't believe you let both those guys go and you don't even try to make a real true attempt to solidify that quarterback room when you have a roster and a team that's ready to win now. That is a huge blunder. And we've already kind of shit on Kevin O'Connell. Huge blunder.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. As much credit as he deserved last year and gotten coach of the year, and they were 14-3 or whatever the fuck it was. He deserves so much blame and criticism after this year, KOC comes back down to fucking earth. He really does.
Well, the stock's plummeting. It literally seems like an ego thing, and that's why it's rough.
Yeah. So I will say, and Cornfield says it's Quessie's fault, not KOC.
And that's what Beef says too.
Sure. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. But you really, really fucked up. And it's honestly, I feel bad for a guy like JJ McCarthy because he's just not even, he shouldn't be in this position. And he is. He's not that talented yet. Now let's move on. All right. I watched this game because I wanted to be prepared. I had a guy, he was actually one of our TD contest picks, Hoodie Mello. Hoodie Mello DM'd me yesterday, okay? And he said, are you self-aware enough to realize that you talking about Caleb Williams sounds like Cornfield's talking about Baker? Is it USC bias?
Interesting.
Not accurate, but interesting. So we'll go on. This is where I'm going to eviscerate Hoodie Mello and anybody defending Caleb Williams. I said, no. Caleb played good today? Question mark. Not being a facetious, not being an asshole. I didn't get to watch the game. I was literally just getting home. I poured myself a coconut rum and Mexican Coke, and I was ready to watch some football. Who would ever talk about pro players using college biases? Right. This is what he follows it up with, and I think this is hilarious, and I'd like all the Bears fans to pay attention. Steak, please pay attention. He is between 12 and 15 in every passing category. What? That's your first line of defense? If we're in a courtroom, you are going to bring me to the stand and talk about criticizing Caleb Williams, a number 1 overall draft pick, and then you're going to follow it up with the guy who's between 12 and 15 in every passing category?
In a historically bad year for NFL quarterbacks.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to fully agree with you during this take, but I agree with your first point so far. It's a very bad argument.
Okay, hold on. Couldn't believe that. Who said he was the GOAT? Nobody said he was the GOAT, but people are saying that he's good. People are saying that Caleb Williams is good. Hold on, we're not done. The Bears are 7-3. Ben Johnson decided to kick 5 field goals today because JJ McCarthy is genuinely terrible. Fine. You got enraged when Steak reads his stats off, and you lost money betting against him today. I like both of you very much. When does it stop?
Did you bet the Vikings?
No, I bet Caleb Williams under passing yards, which hit. But I also bet Caleb Williams to throw an interception, which did not hit.
That you should stop doing, I
Yep.
think.
Well, I only did it once. But
because one thing where I will defend Caleb, he is not making very many mistakes.
Okay, this stop. Ben Johnson is a winner. But you don't look convinced.
Yeah, I don't know who's a winner yet. I don't know if you can call anybody winners yet.
Okay. Well, they're 7-3. So if you have to give somebody credit, it's Ben Johnson. And Cornfields and I were talking about this earlier today. Ben Johnson at 20-1 to win Coach of the Year is something I think people should consider if you want to make a wager. The Bears are learning how to win games.
Yeah.
The Bears, I went back and watched that game because I saw a hilarious tweet that said Caleb Williams with another game-winning drive. And now I realize it was probably a joke. They had a 40-yard kickoff return to the 50. Do you know what the Bears did the next 3 plays? Steak?
I know. Yeah, I remember. Not much. Not a whole bunch.
They ran the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
They didn't even let Caleb Williams throw the ball.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson said, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to run the ball 3 times. We're going to take a chance for a 48 or 50-yard field goal. And they didn't even attempt to get the first down.
I'll give you a little pushback. I don't think they're scared to have Caleb Williams throw the ball. I want to mention that Caleb isn't making mistakes. He's not making mistakes.
Okay.
I don't think they're scared to throw the ball. I just want to tell you their schedule: at home against the Steelers, at the Eagles, at the Packers, at home against the Browns, at home against the Packers, at the 49ers. So you'll learn a ton about the Bears soon. I'm not going to be a hater. I'm absolutely not going to be a hater on the Bears. I don't like hating teams for winning games.
We're not talking about hating on the Bears.
I hate that too. I don't like doing that.
That's fine. You cannot like doing that. I also wanted to say after watching this game, there were some really bad drops by both teams in this game. Jordan Addison had 2 or 3 horrendous drops. TJ Hawkinson, this guy fucking sucks. Sorry. He had a horrendous drop. DJ Moore dropped the ball. Oh, he caught it, but he almost dropped the ball that hit him right in the numbers. I watched and I was really, really looking for Caleb, like his good plays. The Vikings, no, actually, let me not even say that. The Bears ran the ball for 140 yards. They were running the ball at will, honestly. And so were the Vikings. The Vikings were getting 5-6 yards on first down. They were putting JJ in 2nd and 4s. They just couldn't do anything on 2nd down. Caleb Williams did absolutely nothing. He made 2 really good throws in this game, and one of them was on 2nd and 25 with soft coverage. He had a 24-yard pass to Roma Dunze. Other than that, Caleb Williams missed every challenging throw. Now, hold on. I want to ask you one more question, then we're going to move on, because you know we're big QBR guys. JJ had a 22 QBR. What do you think Caleb Williams had?
The same.
He had 23.
Yeah.
So I just want people who are I've got people who are going back to my tweet, my video where I'm like, I'm not a JJ hater anymore. Caleb Williams is ass. Or like, what now? What now? You got a really good coach. Your team is playing their ass off. Your defense is creating turnovers, and you can run the ball. The only guy who's not really doing much is your number 1 overall pick at quarterback. That's the last time I'm going to say it.
Yeah. I'm fine with – I'm not going to give the Bears any disrespect or Caleb Williams any disrespect, but I don't think anybody should be Vic lapping in your DMs about that performance yesterday. That's for sure.
Well, that's the reality. People are. This is what I will say about Caleb Williams. He is a phenomenal pocket scrambler in terms
He's gotten a lot better this year for sure.
Yep. He's escaping. He's elusive, and his escapability, is that a word? Escapability is excellent. So I want to give him credit for that. It's very, very hard to take him down. But the Bears are playing a great Vikings D, and the Vikings are playing Swiss cheese Bears D. Yep. You're talking about how much they ran while Caleb was 2nd in rushing yards. Oh, that is kind of funny. I got to give him credit. He had a very, very good game in terms of that. But DeAndre Swift had 4.3 yards per carry. You'll take that every time. I thought he looked really good. Anyways.
Updated NFC North odds. Packers plus 125, Lions plus 145, and Bears plus 360. Doesn't matter.
Wow. Penix out for the season. It was the right game for you to hate watch. He's been good in other games that would have shut you up for sure. Still having a damn good year. Oh, he was good. Right. I forgot. He was good against the Bengals, the Raiders, and the Giants. We're going to move on. I'm done talking about Caleb Williams, but my time is coming. Okay. My time is coming. So far, it looked like I was pretty right about JJ being ass. I am not sold on Caleb Williams.
You and the entire internet. It was
you are out.
No, the entire internet thought JJ McCarthy was
No, they didn't. You're so wrong. You're 100%. So wrong. No, they didn't.
Yes,
you know how many people were betting on the Vikings to win the NFC and over their win total?
Yeah, they were betting on KOC.
And
those were there wasn't that many of those.
You're wrong. You're very wrong. Cornfields has a Vikings win the NFC ticket.
He's a Vikings fan.
Which says even more, doesn't it?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah. Handoff merchant at Michigan too. Yep. All right. Let's keep moving. Congratulations to Chicago Bears being 73. They will be faded coming up soon. The Packers win the game 27-20. Goes over. Had to be played. We got the Jameis Winston game. You know what that means. We'll probably fade at the next one.
I think Dart's back.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, never mind. 19 of 29, 200 yards, 1 interception. You got the interception. Tyrone Tracy had a great game, 19 carries, 88 yards. The Packers defense might be a little sus, as the kids would say. That's short for suspect. Jordan Love, 13 of 24, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a 74 QBR. Malik Willis came in the game, had a touchdown pass. Manuel Wilson had 11 carries, 40 yards. I guess Josh Jacobs got hurt. That sucks. At the time, he had 7 carries for 40 yards. Christian Watson had 2 touchdown catches. Woo! Matthew Golden, 1 catch for 24 yards. Any takeaways in this game, Steak?
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about the Packers, man? I can't figure them out. I said this is one of the main games where I said, like, okay, I don't want to just overreact every week, but I don't know if the Packers are good or not. It's hard to figure out. They're 6-3-1, and I feel like, they're favored to win the division. I feel like they're competitors, but every week they look kind of mid. They look mid again. Jordan Love always looks like he looked decent today. He got hurt. Malik Willis came in, led a touchdown drive. Not that he had to do much to do it, but he did it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Christian Watson looked decent, but like I just feel like they're missing a lot of stuff. They're missing a lot of stuff. Like I don't know, man. If right now, gun to my head, because I actually feel like in some way this is going to happen, that there's going to be a Packers Lions playoff game. It's brutal if it's outdoors. We'll talk about that when we talk about Jared Goff outdoors. But man, I think I would take the Lions over the Packers at this point still.
I would too. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Again, I didn't go
props. Oh my fucking God. That's crazy.
the Packers.
As NFL.com
You have to remember Cam is a Jordan Love stan. You have to remember this, Steak.
You wouldn't share a fake stat.
I'm not saying he's sharing a fake stat.
That's real. Who cares who he likes?
Because he did this with Anthony Richardson, dude. He kept saying, "Oh, well, if
he dropped 8 balls, that's it. He didn't.
I don't disagree. JJ McCarthy, the receiver, the Vikings probably had 6 drops.
Vikings had 6 drops. Yeah.
But my point is this: a quarterback can still play bad with his receivers dropping the ball. I just want to make sure we got that. Yes, thank you, thank you. So don't see that and be like, "Oh, Jordan Love actually is off the hook."
Yeah, but Jordan Love was fine yesterday. There's nothing really to complain about with Jordan Love yesterday.
Bears had 8 drops 2 weeks ago. Nobody talked about it. Well, we'll talk about it now.
Damn, 8 drops sounds like so many to me. I wonder what
a lot of drops. It's a lot of drops. I think the biggest problem. This is your stand on business team, right? So you're still sticking with them.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's a flip flop, and if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I don't know because I like the Lions and the Packers, and I feel like you can't like both.
Did Jordan Love ball out?
No, but he looked good. Had a good throw on the last touchdown. Got injured, came back, didn't throw any interceptions, threw 2 touchdowns. I mean, overall, I would say you have to be happy with Jordan Love yesterday.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I'm not shitting on Jordan Love in this game. They won 27-20. Great job. The concern for the Packers right now is the defense. All right, let's go to the Steelers Bengals. Bengals lose this game 12-34. This was my best bet. Shout out to everybody who gave me some daps. Just kidding. That was none of you. No big deal. Under which got very, very, very sweaty at the end. Shout out to the Steelers defense for making me sweat that one. My take in this game was the Steelers defense being home merchant, similar to the Bears. And I think it's something I'm going to lean into for the rest of the season. I think the Steelers defense kind of found their identity a little bit. They're playing much better, but at home, not so much on the road. However, somebody did point out, even against the Chargers, the offense gave them nothing. So maybe I'll keep that in consideration. Jalen Warren, I think, went over his rushing yards, but he didn't get any touchdowns. Kenneth Gainwell had a big game. Mason Rudolph comes in there, 12 of 16, 127 yards and a touchdown, only a 24 QBR, which is hilarious, but no turnovers. Joe Flacco was not very good. You hate to see that. Chase Brown had a nice game, 99 rushing yards. Steelers 34, Bengals 12. Any thoughts here?
Jalen Warren got hurt, worth mentioning. How is it possible that Mason Rudolph could have a 24 QBR, but 118 passer rating. But Joe Flacco can have a 28 QBR, but a 68 passer rating. I mean, QBR has got to be the dumbest fucking thing.
Or the rating is.
The fact that we have both up here is absolutely R-worded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rodgers broken waist. We might never see him again.
I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah, I agree. Rudolph looked better than Rodgers snacks, but the stupid QBR doesn't agree. Aaron Rodgers had a 37 QBR. Just doesn't, make sense.
No, Aaron Rodgers is not enjoyable to watch play football anymore. He's just.
But realistically, man, this Bengals defense, it is there's just not enough people losing their job in the NFL. I know the Titans coach lost his job. He should have. Raheem Morris needs to lose his job. People on the Bengals need to lose their job. Almost everyone that's fucking responsible for building this absolutely abysmal, awful defense. It's really fucking bad, man.
Well, I just want to make sure people understand that the Bengals just hired a new defensive coordinator this year. And do you know who it is?
It's Al Golden.
It is Al Golden.
Yeah, fire him. I don't care.
The Bengals have now given up 27 plus points in 9 consecutive games. That is
keep your job. Cannot keep your job. You seen the Jamar Chase spit?
Briefly.
Yeah.
So he spit on Jalen Ramsey, but he said he didn't.
But then it looks like the footage shows that he did.
You can't do that.
Jalen Ramsey must be saying some wild shit to people.
Why did he get spit on before?
He just pisses everyone off. He must be really, 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 really good at trash talk.
I'm sure. He seems – I don't think I like Jalen Ramsey.
Well,
I'm
no,
not
I
a
don't think
Jalen
anybody
Ramsey.
really likes Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, talks a ton of shit. Yep. When does Chase get tired of it? Demand to be traded? No, he's not.
Spitting on someone, we're not there yet. Joe Burrow's injured. Spitting on someone and then saying you didn't is got to be some of them up there with like the most pussiest shit ever. It's like if you spit on someone, just be a fucking man.
Yep.
After you spit on someone and say I spit on someone.
But you got to be careful saying just be a man, because you can't be spitting on somebody is probably like the lowest scummiest shit.
Well,
You
it
can do.
definitely is. But following it up by not even being man enough to admit that you did it is crazy.
Right. Yeah. Horrible look for the Bengals. The other thing I would say too about this, the Bengals outside of defensive coordinator and coaching. I mean, I've never been a Zach Taylor guy, but they got to get some guys on defense. They have to, because let's not forget, out of all the draft picks that they could have made, they got Shamar Stewart, the guy from Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, look, sometimes I know ball and most times I don't. I think I was pretty vocal about this with Shamar Stewart. And there's always that guy that climbs up the rankings because he's got good measurables or whatever. He looks good in the combine. I watched some Texas A&M games, and Shamar Stewart never jumped off the screen for me.
Yeah.
Like, who's this fucking dude on South Carolina? Dylan Stewart?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's a game wrecker. I don't know where Shamar Stewart fucking came from, but they get him. There's contract holdouts, whatever. I don't know whose fault it is, but does this guy do anything?
Yeah, no, I don't see him on the stat sheet, which probably means he didn't play. I'm looking, and it's hilarious. A lot of hilarious guys on this defense, just so many nobodies. It's a really bad defense. They traded Logan Wilson to the Cowboys. Trey Hendrickson is obviously not playing. It's just a really bad defense, man. Like, who's the best player on this defense? Miles Murphy? Like, it is a hilarious,
I don't even know. You know what?
Bad defense.
I'm going to pull up Pro Football Talk. NFL. I'll tell you right now. This will be fun, actually. Let's go to the Bengals defense. Okay.
There's two guys, since you mentioned it, there's two dudes in college football that I see play every week, and I'm almost prepared to guarantee that they're going to be complete NFL superstars on defense. Arvell Reese, you seen the dude from, I think that's how you say his name, from Ohio State, and Ruben Bain from Miami. Those fucking guys.
I love Ruben Bain, dude.
Ruben Bain's going to be like a superstar NFL player.
Love him. I don't know where he is on big boards yet, but he's got to be like
very, very high. They're
top three.
Yes. Both guys I named might legitimately go top 5.
Arvell Reese wasn't even like expected to be a top dude on that defense, right? It was Caleb Downs and one other guy.
Caleb Downs is absolutely fucking insane too. I forget the other guy you're talking about.
He's got some Levante David in him. Yeah, that's great. I've seen Bain mock to the commies. Ooh, that'd be good. All right, real quick, Bengals defense. They have a defensive back that is 17th out of 110, DJ Turner II. This is not surprising at all. The interior lineman, Slayton, 116th out of 124. This is why you watch running backs and offensive lines get such good push. They have Osai, defensive right end, 76th. Their linebackers are horrible. Knight Jr. is 78 out of 80, and Carter is 80 out of 80. They have two of the worst linebackers in the NFL, and they have Stone, Geno Stone. I like the name. 77 out of 92 safety. So yeah, they're horrible all over the place. Dax Hill. I mean, they just have nobody, and they have no offensive line. You have to address the trenches, and the Bengals are the perfect example of the opposite of the Philadelphia Eagles. Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah, but I don't know where he's at on NFL boards. I don't know shit about that.
I don't either, but he seems badass. But you got to be careful with guys like that. Like, I'm not saying he's going to have a Manti Te'o type, fake girlfriend that's going to fuck him up mentally, but like, you got to be careful with the flashy linebackers in the NFL.
Yeah. I like him. I think he's a dog, and I would draft him too.
I like him too, but he could be like the just the college linebacker that you don't really see translate to the NFL. I'm not shitting on the guy. I like him.
Yeah.
Burrow practicing again, right? Yeah, but like, why? If you're Burrow, why?
These fucking fans deserve something, man. They deserve something. Like somebody just mentioned, like Jamar Chase needs his stacks. Like, I don't know. If Joe Burrow's healthy, I guess he has to play, I think.
Going back to it, would you take Chase or Penei Sewell?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to say, right? Feels like it's hard to say you would ever not take Jamar Chase. Yeah. I know who I wouldn't take, and that's fucking Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, right. Chargers, Jags. Steak. Listen,
I should have worn my Jags hat, dude. Fuck, I should have worn my Jags hat.
Yeah, I know. That was a great wager. That probably the easiest wager on the board, I think.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers went up 3-0, and then after that it was Jags, jagging off all day. Loved it. I loved your pick so much. I took the Jags team total over. Didn't play. Oh no, I you know what? Fucking Ohio State DG, if you're in here, he tailed a parlay of mine. I had Allen over 275 passing yards and Lawrence over 250. I think it was like 13-1. Lawrence.
Didn't need it out of Lawrence.
Didn't need it. Jags ran all over him. I thought Lawrence was going to ball out this game. Bad read there. But anyways, great job here. The read in this, the takeaway from this that I kind of wanted to just emphasize a little bit, not to toot my own horn and take the spotlight away, but the Jags defense, we were kind of both right. You said it would be the Jags defense. They held them to 6 points, which was incredible. But something to keep in mind with this Chargers team, the last 3 quarterbacks they have seen, Aaron Rodgers, Cam Ward, not Young, and Carson Wentz. When the Chargers play good offenses, I want to fade their ass. Something to keep in mind. Great job. What are your takeaways here, Steak, with the Jags?
The Chargers are going to be really bad without Joe Alt.
Yeah.
It's everything to them, and we did nail it. We nailed every side of this game. Josh Hines-Allen had a sack, by the way. So did Trayvon Walker. So those guys did a really good job.
Good job. You called that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what this means for the Jags moving forward, but I don't have any faith in the Chargers whatsoever. And honestly, maybe they'll be the ones that miss the playoffs. We're going to talk about the Chiefs soon, so I'll wait for that. But Chiefs are in an interesting spot now at 5-5. They're not going to win the division. They need a wild card. They got a bunch of hard games left. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, maybe the Chargers missed the playoffs, dude. Maybe that's the overreaction. Let's look what they're at. Take a guess what you think the Chargers are to make the playoffs.
Chargers to make the playoffs at 7. What are they? 7-4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're in a tough division with the Broncos and the Chiefs. Man, they got to be like 3-4-1.
They're minus 168, and the Chiefs
to make the playoffs.
Yeah, to make the playoffs, and the Chiefs are minus 220.
Wait, I'm so confused. So if they're going to be third in their division, that means they're going to have to get the second wild card spot.
They're going to have to get, well, how are they going to be? It's not a guarantee they'll be third in their division. The Chiefs are 5-5, right?
Oh, that's where I'm fucking up. That's where I'm fucking up. I keep forgetting the Chiefs. Right. So as it stands, and the Chargers have won over the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have guessed minus, what is it? Minus one what?
Minus 168. You want to hear their schedule?
I would have probably said 2-1. Go ahead.
At home against the Raiders, at home against the Eagles, at the Chiefs, at the Cowboys, at home against the Texans, at the Broncos. Yeah, not to not make the playoffs, plus 180 Snowman for the Chiefs.
You know what?
You think that's very possible? I think that's very possible.
To not make the playoffs?
And the Chiefs won't make the playoffs, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about the Chargers here.
Okay.
We'll talk about the Chiefs in a second.
It might potentially be one or the other.
Right. Hold on. Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. At Denver and at Kansas City. Not easy.
Yeah, but Raiders as well. Like, they're going to beat the Raiders.
No. I'm just looking at the last 5 games of the schedule. Not easy.
But assume as you look at it that they're 8-4 going into that, and then talk about it, because I think 10-7 gets you in the playoffs probably.
Okay, so let's say they beat the Cowboys and they beat like the Texans. So yeah, I guess that's achievable. So 10-7, you're saying it gets you in the playoffs because they'll also probably be second in the division. Yeah.
And we'll do this with the Chiefs when we get to the Chiefs game and play the same game. But
right.
I kind of like what Snowman's saying.
What is he saying?
Get odds on Chiefs to miss the playoffs.
Okay. All right. That's the 1 o'clock slate. Say, how about we take a quick piss break?
Sure.
All right. Everybody, if you're in here, now's a great time to like the stream in the YouTube. If you're on Twitter as well, appreciate it. Subscribe to the pages, follow the pages. Appreciate it. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick piss break. Don't go anywhere. It's the recap. You love the recap. All the homies love the recap. Taking a piss. We'll be right back. Here's some tunes. Here's some funky tunes on DJ 1015. All right, we're back. I didn't finish.
Peeing?
No, my wife. I got my wife a croissant this morning, and she didn't finish it. There was a bite up there, and I probably should have made it 2 bites, and I just made it 1. I thought I could finish it before we came back, but
Day 3 of my diet, dude. It's going really good. It's going really good. He eats.
You know what I had last night?
Hopefully it's healthy.
Chili. Turkey, ground turkey. But get this. You ready for this? Pancetta in the turkey.
That sounds very, very good.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. I do have to go cheese and sour cream and a little Tabasco in the chili. That starts Tuesday. Yep. So no drinking steak.
Yeah. Not yesterday. I'm going to try to drink minimally, but I'm not prepared to not drink at all. Can't do that. But not yesterday.
Yep. All right. Let's get back into it. Did you guys miss us? Probably. All right. 4:00. Seahawks Rams. What a game. I was enjoying this game so much last night. It really felt like the Rams probably should have won by more, in my opinion. And I know you could say, oh, well, obviously. I mean, Sam Darnold had fucking 4 interceptions. But I couldn't tell. They kept stalling out and they couldn't score more. Stafford only had 130 yards. 45 QBR, not his best game. Again, this was Greg's best bet. Great under here. Looked terrible in the first quarter, 17 points. But do you think that was more about the Seahawks defense responding and only holding the Rams to a touchdown in the last 3 quarters?
This is the game that I wanted to talk about to say that I'm not going to overreact to one game. I'm not going to overreact to one game, but I will say maybe the Rams have Sam Darnold's number because he did literally nothing against them in the playoffs for the Vikings last year. It's just worth mentioning. He was really bad then too. But other than that, with that taken away, I will absolutely not overreact. I think both of these football teams are very, very good. That's what I think. And honestly, dude, JSN Puka was great. JSN had just an insane one-handed catch. It looked like he was literally wearing fucking sticky gloves because the way that fucking one-handed catches fell. And then Puka made an insane catch after that. Those guys are fucking awesome. And I don't think that this is indicative whatsoever of what we're going to get for the rest of the year from Sam Darnold. Still think the Seahawks are really, really good. And I think the fact that they battled back in that game was fucking really impressive, to be honest, because good teams win games where they play bad or put themselves in a position to win games where they play bad. And I thought even though the Seahawks did play bad, specifically Sam Darnold, I thought he did that. So, yeah, I got no hate. I think the Rams are really fucking good. I think Matt Stafford's probably the MVP as of right now, with really only other person to mention is Drake May and Jonathan Taylor. That's it. That's my takeaway. I think both these teams could compete in the playoffs.
I don't know what I did to upset this person so much. Seahawks fans are really sensitive, by the way. Rams offense didn't do shit. What do you mean? And they had short fields, LMAO. Rams should have won by more, but they didn't do shit, LMAO.
And the correct way to put that, the Seahawks fans are very sensitive. I mean, they really are. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a Seattle thing. I'm really not sure, but Seahawks fans are sensitive ass fucking.
Really? Seriously?
Oh my god! I never realized I thought this, but they might be the softest fucking fan base there is.
That's crazy.
That being said, this Rams did do a lot in the beginning of the game, and I thought the impressive part. No, not you, KP, not you at all. But I thought the impressive part was the fact that the Seahawks completely shut them down after that, because Rams came out like fucking guns a-blazing, and then they did fucking nothing. But yeah. I was impressed, man. That Seahawks defense fucking showed up after those first 2 drives.
Wow, I'm looking at this right now. The Seahawks had 414 yards, and the Seahawks offense had 26 first down. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Bad picks for Sam Darnold.
Man.
So let's talk about this division. Let's talk about this division. What we got. I'm sure the Rams.
That's tough, dude. I mean, they outgained them. They outplayed them. So, look, I understand. I was just asking a question. I wasn't saying that the Rams should have won by more. I was saying, should the Rams have won by more? But now that I'm looking at this a little bit differently, it
well, because you could play both sides. You could say the Rams should have won by more. I actually agree. But you could also say if Sam Darnold doesn't turn this ball over and the defense fucking rebounds the way they do, that Seahawks win by double digits. So you can play both sides of the fence on this one.
Seahawks are 7-3, and the odds on this division winner are the Rams minus 220.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Seahawks schedule
plus 290. The Niners back there at 8-1. if anybody likes the Niners. I know Cornfields has Shanahan Coach of the Year, token picks with
Purdy kind of looked nice yesterday. I know he's the number one guy at drawing you in to make you believe he's kind of decent, and then he has just an absolute stinker. But there's times when you see Brock Purdy and he just looks cool, calm, and collected back there, just fucking completing passes all day.
He made some bad plays too. I think there was one he was like rolled out of the pocket and then he like threw it to the end zone. It was a floater. It almost got intercepted. And I'm like, what are you doing? What is that? Like if I was a coach, I'd be so frustrated. But yeah, you can't complain. Go ahead.
Seahawks at Titans. That'll be a win. They will move to 8-3. At home against the Vikings. Minnesota does not win in Seattle, even when they're good. They will be 9-3. At the Falcons, that will definitely be a win with Kirk Cousins. They will be 10-3. At 10-3, they will play at home against the Colts. We'll call that a toss-up. At home against the Rams, we'll call that a toss-up. At the Panthers, I really think that the Seahawks are probably 12-5 at minimum.
Yeah, sounds about right. Not true. I don't hate every quarterback like Sam Darnold. Like Matt Stafford. Who do I like? I don't know. There's some bad quarterbacks out there. That's tough.
Play for sure this year.
Like Baker Mayfield.
We should make a list of quarterbacks that we like before this is over. But first, we're gonna have to talk about the guy we keep hating on that showed up yesterday.
All right, but hold on before we keep going.
Sure.
I'm critical of Caleb Williams, and I'm not the Caleb Williams hater. What are you laughing about?
The guy said likes the guy who had 4 interceptions yesterday.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I don't dislike Brock Purdy. I just think it's a Shanahan system thing. We just saw Mac Jones fucking ball out. He was 33 and 39 at 300 passing yards. So I'm just saying, like, pump the brakes on Brock Purdy. But you're right. Yeah, he looked nice. But also at the same time, I'm going to hold him accountable. He made some really bad throws. Hold on. Quarterbacks that we like. Steak, Trevor Lawrence. You like Trevor Lawrence?
No.
All right.
We're going to do quarterbacks. We're going to do quarterbacks we like. Okay. Let's put some kind of like thing on it, like quarterbacks that we think are going to be good for years to come, like quarterbacks we're buying into, essentially, right? Is that
sure?
It? Or should we say quarterbacks we're not ready to give up on, or like how do you want to do this?
I don't know. The fucking the insult was Dejan hates every quarterback. So let's talk about quarterbacks we like.
Okay.
All right. Drake May.
Oh, Drake May, bold take. So do I get to pick a guy?
It's not a fucking take. Do you like him or not?
Love Drake May, of course.
Thank you. Well, Steak, I'm just naming quarterbacks. Say if you like them or not. Don't overthink this. Jaden Daniels.
Love Jaden Daniels, and I'm not giving up on him in the slightest.
I like Jaden Daniels a lot. Bryce Young.
No, do not like Bryce Young at all.
I don't like Bryce Young either. Michael Penix.
I wouldn't ever give up on a guy who's only had Raheem Morris as his coach, but the injury makes it tough for sure.
CJ Stroud.
I don't like CJ Stroud.
Okay. I would say it's really hard, but I'm starting not to like CJ Stroud. Caleb Williams.
I'm in on Caleb Williams if we had to pick a side.
Okay. Not yet. Not yet. Nope. But with Ben Johnson, there's a chance. JJ McCarthy.
Shut up, dude. You don't have to say it.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, I'm completely in the middle on Jordan Love. I'm not out or in. I'm just completely in the middle.
Jackson Dart.
In.
I like Jackson Dart. Trevor Lawrence, you said no. I say no too. I'm out. Justin Herbert. Yeah, I like Justin Herbert.
More in than out, but he's got some things to take care of.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, well, we haven't talked about the Chiefs Broncos game. I am not a Bo Nix guy, but respect, tip cap, whatever I got to do for yesterday. Very good win, and it wasn't just the defense that won. He had almost 300 yards passing. He made throws. So no, I am not in on Bo Nix whatsoever. But I can't also. There's nothing to hate about what he did yesterday or what he's doing all year, I guess.
Okay, Dak Prescott.
Broncos can be a miserable watch. I'm out on Dak Prescott.
Out on Dak Prescott. I like Dak Prescott. Does that make us a little bit more even now, Cam? You see the guys he doesn't like and the guys that I don't like and the guys I do like and the guy he likes.
Well, you left out a few big ones.
I like Jalen Hurts.
I like Jalen Hurts too. I'm in on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
What about
Lamar Jackson? Like
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is you can't if you say you're out on Lamar Jackson, it's tough to be. Pat Mahomes isn't worth talking about. So yeah, I guess
No.
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones.
No, now that you gave me shit for jumping off the JJ hate train. I'm gonna stay on the Daniel Jones not entirely sure yet train.
Okay, totally fine. I'm gonna
Killing
say
Gabriel. No.
I'm gonna say I'm leaning towards in with Daniel Jones, and I'm leaning towards in with Brock Purdy.
I don't fucking hate Caleb, by the way, for taking no chances, but like Hurts, who doesn't throw at all. Got it. What are we doing here? This is comparable?
No, I guess not. Nah, it's not comparable. It's comparable that people hate the shit out of both these guys. People hate the Eagles, dude. People hate the Eagles. They really do.
DJN likes 2 QB. I just fucking went through and gave you 7, 8 guys that I like.
Yeah, we did a few. We named a few more than that.
Yeah, I like Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this again. Don't do it again
because we're not done recapping.
I like Drake May.
You want to do Ravens Browns, or you want to do 49ers Cardinals, or is there much to say about 49ers Cardinals? Or
I think I'm a little upset with you about the Cardinals and the Niners. You went against the zigzag system, and it's not every year we find a system, and you like the Cardinals, and that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I just want to be honest, but Christian McCaffrey 3 touchdowns, Michael Wilson at 185 receiving yards. The Cardinals still, even though they get their ass kicked, I still find them to be more enjoyable to watch than with Kyler Murray.
What do we say about Michael Wilson being able to do that without Marvin Harrison in? Is that the most receiving yards by a receiver this year in a game? And I know it's like negative game, trailing game script. It's just crazy he could do that. It's very crazy. That stat jumps off the page to me because I don't think Marvin Harris has come close to doing anything like that before. So it might be a little bit back on the Marvin Harrison hate train. Trey McBride's fucking awesome. George Kittle's so fucking cool. I don't care. Like, if you think the antics and shit are a little annoying sometimes, I understand that. I didn't like the clip from the Super Bowl where he was trying to be a funny guy and doesn't go for recovering a fumble. But on the football field, George Kittle is just so fucking cool. And the NFL and the Niners are way cooler when he's healthy and playing. And that's it. That's it. It was an ugly game from the start. The 49ers really beat their ass. The 49ers still have insane issues on defense. And for that reason, I don't think they can make any noise in the playoffs, but not out on Brock Purdy.
Okay, that's fine. If Caleb had the same performance Herbert did against the Jags, Caleb would have been shot on sight. Twitter would have lost it. DJ would have tweeted 14 times.
You are right. That is a correct take. No, that is a correct take for sure.
I think Herbert
probably didn't get enough hate for how bad yesterday was.
I think that Herbert has haters, though. You don't think Herbert has haters?
Herbert has way more slurpers. You never seen the meme about the hypothetical wins for Justin Herbert? Justin Herbert is Mr. Hypothetical, dude.
That's true. Didn't he get hurt? Oh, hold on. I'm looking right now.
Trey Lance played yesterday.
10 for 18, 81 yards. So he had a higher completion percentage than Caleb Williams. He had a 17 QBR, though. Caleb Williams had a 23 QBR, and he did throw an interception. They had the same amount of touchdowns. So it's not like so far off, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, I need 10 seconds. Sorry, I just got to let my dogs in. I'll be right back.
All right, bye. I don't fucking hate Caleb Williams. I don't know how many times I got to say that. And I like Chicago. It's my favorite city. Yeah. I'm okay not slurping. And don't fucking put me with the Justin Herbert slurping motherfucker, because I faded the Chargers last year and I almost did it again, but I'm a bitch. No, I don't hate Caleb Williams. I made it very clear. I told you, and I took USC over wins with his first year with Lincoln Riley. I told you, I bet on the guy. I don't give a fuck about the crying and the nails painting. I don't care. I'm just watching him play quarterback. He's a number 1 overall pick. He's supposed to be the guy. And I got Hoodie Mello in my fucking DM saying, DJen, stop fading. Stop shitting on Caleb Williams. He's 12 to 15 in every fucking category. That sounds pretty average to me. Thank God you're back. You are a bitch. You do care. What are you talking about? What the fuck? This is a great city. How could you? I think you're just being sarcastic. Jags Bills, just about every play. Oh, Jags Blitz, just about every play. Yeah. If we're talking about Herbert's girlfriend, does that help or hurt him? I don't know who Madison Breer is.
Yeah, it's a thing. This is the thing. Let's talk about Madison Beer for a second. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Madison.
Is she just she just a TikToker or an influencer?
Okay, she's 26. See, this is my concern. I didn't know she was 26 years old. I'm actually pretty happy she's 26 years old. She's hot as fuck. Don't get me wrong. No con nipple, so whatever.
Me neither.
I always get worried when there's like an internet fucking hot girl that she's 21 years old, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I know. Yeah, you can't do that.
I want to talk about fucking 21-year-olds. However, 26, I feel like it's fair game. She's bad as fuck. There's no denying that.
I'm looking at her right now. Very pretty. What does she do though? Is she a singer? Oh, she's a singer and songwriter.
I don't know one song.
She gained substantial media coverage when Justin Bieber posted a link to one of her covers she posted on. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Why does it say people also ask, what is Madison Beer diagnosed with? Oh, she has borderline personality disorder. I feel like
Isn't
everybody
that
has that
bipolar?
shit. I don't know. Everybody has that shit nowadays.
Is that public information?
What?
That's crazy. That's public information.
I mean, who knows? It's on Google. Yeah, she's no, this is the type of girl that Justin Herbert should be dating.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. There's nothing surprising going on here.
Hold on. Who is Gigi Hadid? Supermodel, television personality, designer, social media influencer. She is 30. And she kind of went downhill. All right, we can't do this. One time I asked, is my card? I said,
do that. No one asked you to do that.
What?
I went downhill, dog. That's crazy.
I know. Apparently, I never forget this. It's so funny that the people that come out of the woodwork that follow you that never comment or engage on anything, but like when you say something that annoys them. This guy that commented definitely lives in Seattle. But I posted my card and I said, does my card look like Margot Robbie or Maggie Gyllenhaal? You know who Maggie Gyllenhaal is?
Yes.
Yeah, good actress, not a babe, but. This guy commented, never seen his name before in my life, never liked or anything. He said, oh, so now we're objectifying women? That's what he said.
If a girl's 23, is she fair game to talk about? Or is that where's the cut? Because I want to ask you about one more person.
I guess.
Do you know who Gia Duddy is?
No.
Never heard that name? Look her up.
Look her up.
Google her. Yeah, I want you to Google
Gia Duddy?
Yeah.
Oh, is this the girl that sucked off Will Levis?
Yeah. I think she dated Christian Brown after. That's all I have. I can't say anything else. I've already said too much. Yeah.
No, I really didn't know her name. I didn't know her name. I think I've seen the clip though. What about Sabrina Carpenter? She seems like she's fine. I like Sabrina Carpenter. I like her songs too. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I'm not a Sabrina Carpenter hater by any means.
Sabrina Carpenter hater. See, this is a crazy thing though. Levis biggest fumble of all time, and that's saying something. I just think if you're an NFL quarterback, you're one of 32, and I mean, let's be honest. Like Levis is a good-looking guy. Like you can be with anybody in the world.
Yeah, I don't know if we're calling like the 23-year-old influencer a fumble.
No,
she's easy on the eyes, dude.
Okay. All right. Y'all are trying to by chance. Yes. Can we go back to football? You horny best? I'm not horny. Don't let the wife see your search history.
Give us a good one. Gambling state you.
My wife and I collabed on a baddie. You know what? I guess we should. I think this is fair to say. I don't know. Oh, I mean, okay. This is I didn't know she's 22.
Who?
Tate McRae.
22. Tate McRae. Yeah. I think she's high on everyone's list for sure.
But like, she's like, if I had to give a baddie of the year award, I would give my wife and I would both collectively give her the award.
Yeah. She's not my number one now.
Really?
No, not my number one now.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not prepared to release my power rankings here today either. I've already think we've said too much.
Well, who would your baddie of the year be? Just give me that.
Not prepared. Baddie of this year? Tough, dude. Tough.
Yeah. You guys need to stay in your lane and let you.
We were definitely already done too much. Back to the recap.
Wait a minute. That's predictable?
What?
That Tate McRae was my baddie of the year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think Tate McRae is definitely a public pick.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney's a good one. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney's a good one. All right, let's keep going back to the show. All right, we talked Rams, Cardinals, Ravens, Browns.
Sure.
Ravens, Browns, Ravens 23-16. I don't really have anything to say about this. It's just, it was always the Browns. It was always the Browns. 8.5, 9.5, 7.5, whatever you got it. Thankfully, we were late to the party, but still got the hook and got the cover to have a 5-0 newsletter. And I don't really have any takeaways here.
Well, Shedeur Sanders came in. Did you get to watch him?
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I watched him. It was not good.
It was not good at all. Not good at all. If I wanted to try to suck out a positive, and you'd really have to try because he was 4 for 16 with an interception, so it wasn't good. There is no good. I'm not saying it was good, but I'll try to suck out one positive. I feel like he's got a little gamer in him.
I don't know how I feel about you saying suck out a positive. Like I have a positive takeaway, I think is maybe just the more appropriate way to say that.
Out a positive?
Yeah. I want to suck out a positive. Nobody says that.
What if you said you wanted Tate McRae to suck a positive out?
Okay. So your positive takeaway is what, Steak? Continue.
I think Shedeur might have a little gamer in him. I think it would be more enjoyable to watch him quarterback this team than Dylan Gabriel. That's
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I have a hot take. And Cam's money is going to have to earmuff this. Shedeur Sanders, 4 for 16, 47 yards. That's 2.9 yards of completion. And an attempt, right? What's the math on that? I don't even know. Anyways, 1 interception. He had a 2.4 QBR.
Yeah.
Okay. That's about the lowest I've ever seen. But Dylan Gabriel's the expected starter. 7 for 10, 68 yards. He had an 11. I oddly agree with you. I really do.
Yeah.
There is just something about Dylan Gabriel that when you watch him play, this guy is never going to be an NFL quarterback. Never. He should have never been drafted. I'm sorry. He should have never been drafted. But I don't know that Shedeur Sanders is any good either. But I guess I kind of am with you that like he might have potential to be more fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you agreeing? Are you hearing anything I'm saying, or are you just reading the chat?
I heard everything you said, and I agree. You sort of said what I said, but you can't let me talk, then you talk, say a lot of things agreeing with what I said, and then ask if I heard what you said. I heard what you said. We're agreeing.
Okay, but I have one more take.
Okay.
There. Well, I do that because I see your eyes, and I know the chat's coming in, and I'm just curious if you.
No, I've gotten really good at listening to you and reading the chat.
All right. I think there's something about the Cleveland Browns uniforms that affects quarterback play.
I mean, Kevin Stefanski in this offensive game plan might affect quarterback play too, because I'm not saying Joe Flacco is a world beater every game, but he's a different quarterback in Cincinnati than he was in Cleveland this year. And you got to talk about it. Just Jerry Jeudy is an awful wide receiver number one. He really is. Myles Garrett's the best fucking defensive player ever. Holy shit. He's minus 200 to win DPOY, and I feel like that's absolutely not high enough. He should be way higher. He is fucking insane. He has 15 sacks. He's fucking crazy. And something's not right with Lamar, man. Something's not right. And it's not just that he had 2 picks or he's not really like playing great. It's the fact that he sits in that motherfucking pocket way longer than I've ever seen Lamar Jackson sit in a pocket for. And I'm not just talking about this game. He did it against the Lions. The Lions lit his ass up. I think they sacked him 7 times. Like Lamar Jackson shouldn't be getting sacked 7 times. There's absolutely something off with Lamar.
Yeah.
He's got to be hurt. It's got to be that Hefe. I don't agree that he blows whatsoever.
This is not a good take. In between the pipes, with all due respect, being a Heisman finalist does not have anything to do with where you should be drafted. We've seen a lot of quarterback Heisman finalists who are not NFL quarterbacks. Probably Dylan Gabriel. Oh,
Dylan Gabriel was a Heisman finalist. Got it.
Yep. Yeah, Myles Garrett. Yeah, Myles Garrett's incredible. He's incredible. And I'm with you. I tweeted, I don't even know if I maybe got 1 like. I can't believe Lamar Jackson sits in the pocket for 7 seconds.
Bro, only gets 1 like, dude.
What happened?
Bro only gets 1 like.
Okay, wait. I got a response from Hoodie Mello. You downgrade.
Oh, you go first. That's way more important.
This is the response to Caleb Williams. I said, Hoodie, you got to be kidding me. I just watched the game. Caleb was average. And he said, you downgraded him from super ass to ass this morning. Now we've made it to average, and that sounds like progress to me. I really like the way he's typing and the way he's communicating.
That's honestly very funny.
Big fan of Hoodie Mello. He didn't play amazing, but if you watch the whole game, you saw the drops and conservative play calling because we had the lead the whole time.
super ass to ass to average.
Passed the ball 32
Right,
times.
Gabriel has no fans. No fans.
You had 32 pass attempts. How conservative are we talking here? Fat Girls just DM me and said, fuck you. I will say, like, I'm having fun with the Caleb stuff, but I'm not going to be the Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith about it. Like, when this guy turns a corner, I'll be there to acknowledge it. Has not done that yet. He can escape the pocket. That's it. We'll keep moving.
I will say this. It's not the same, and Cam's going to get mad at this comparison, but my 40-year-old brother-in-law has a Bo Nix jersey, and I know Bo Nix is much, much better than Dylan Gabriel. I just think it's so funny, and I hope he's not listening. I love him to death. Love you, Ryan. To wear a Bo Nix jersey, dude, at 40 years old. I think that's so funny. There's so many cool Broncos throwbacks you could wear. They have the sickest throwbacks ever. They have some of the best players ever. You could rock a John Elway. A Terrell Davis would go fucking hard. I'd rock a Demaryius Thomas throwback, Atwater, whatever you want it to be. But going to the store and buying a Bo Nix jersey is fucking crazy.
But you're only saying that because of his age.
Correct. It's a large part of it, yes. But
I don't entirely agree. You know why? If he's going to be your franchise quarterback, bro, you know that tweet, men only want one thing?
Yeah.
What? There's nothing better.
Quarterback, yeah.
I did everything but tattoo Josh Freeman's name on my ass. I love the guy.
Yeah, you were younger, and he's older than you are now.
You're right. But I mean, I know the feeling of like wanting to believe the guy is the next guy in your franchise quarterback. So it's like, if you want to, all right. I'll tell you this. I got a bigger problem with people buying Bucks fans buying Tom Brady jerseys than I do with a 40-year-old buying a Bo Nix jersey. Agree or disagree?
Agree. Also, this is a bad take, Cam, because I would give somebody an equal amount of shit. If Beef came on this bitch with a JJ McCarthy jersey, I'd be making fun of him endlessly. I would make fun of anyone who rocked a JJ McCarthy jersey. It's the same exact thing.
You have to remember, Cam's money is like, he's like, in my opinion, like top percentage of people I like on here. So I just want to make myself very clear. Massive Cam is money fan. You have to remember, Cam is money will go at you for quarterback takes because he has his guys and he defends them to the death. And I just want everybody to remember, Cam is money defended Anthony Richardson. I love it because Anthony Richardson would be 11 for 34. And I would be like, Cam, I don't think Anthony Richardson is very good. And he wasn't a good passer in Florida. Cam would respond with 3 tweets of Michael Pittman dropping balls and Alec Pierce dropping balls to defend him. So he will, like, legit or not, Cam will fight to the death. So just remember this when he says Steak fighting wars for JJ but hates Broncos. He fought for Anthony Richardson. Fought hard.
Also, you got to remember, like, this is the thing. I was getting shit for not being a good enough fan. So I tried to go to war for the quarterback we drafted. It obviously didn't go well, but, you know, everybody's got to pick a side. Do you want me to be a diehard fan, or do you want me to just to be the doom and gloom fan that says all my teams suck because all my teams suck?
No, that's not. You picked the weird time to go to war. That's what it is.
I mean, we drafted a quarterback in the first round, and he was starting games for our play caller, who was apparently an offensive genius, and we have the best wide receiver in the NFL, a good offensive line, and a good defense. I don't think that was a weird time to buy in.
Well, going to war for the Vikings being good is different than going to war for JJ McCarthy being the guy.
Honestly, AR 2026, I'll just take it. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Also, remember DGen times people. I do. Jay Thorpe said stop shouting, so I timed him out for 10 minutes. I feel like that's fair. If you tell me to stop shouting, I'm going to time you out.
Oh my god! Today you timed someone out? You're addicted. You.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Am I out here timing people out left and right?
What is wrong with you?
I timed him out because he said stop shouting.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I think it's wow. Stop timing people out.
I have a fucking microphone and I'm jacked up. I think it's crazy to tell me to stop shouting. I'm fucking shouting right now. How do you not want me to shout?
I forgot that people wear AirPods to listen to us.
That's not even why he's saying that, though. That's not being soft. That's keeping it even keel. That's No, you can't dish it and not take it. It's 10 minutes. I didn't ban the fucking guy. We're here for 2
Whatever.
hours.
When someone gets timed out, they can't comment or they can't watch the stream.
No, they can watch the stream. They can't comment.
Whatever. Let's move on.
It's not a big
Broncos.
deal.
Kansas
Here's
City.
a good one, by the way, from Mason in Twitter. What's up, Mason? Diggs, Patriots jersey. I don't like it.
Crazy to do that.
I don't like it.
Crazy to do that.
I don't like it at all. Great job, DJ. Stand on business. Bros yelling to tell people to stop. Yeah, I'm going to fucking yell. So get used to it or not. Simple as that. I've been yelling since we started this fucking stream. Telling me not to yell is like telling a fucking dog not to bark. Actually, some dogs don't bark. Cat not to me. I don't want to be associated with a cat.
You can
Give me
stop.
a good one. All right, yeah, I'll just stop there. All right. DJ, will you be? No. Be after
DJ's very grumpy. DJ's grumpy about this ramble.
I am not grumpy. I don't know what it is.
Don't give away anything else though. Just don't.
I don't even know what there is to give away. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I got you.
Increased energy after that piss break. No, it's like telling Big Chili you can't go to Chili's. Thank you.
That's what it's like. Yeah.
Makes it to Congress. DJen makes it to Congress. All shit QBs are fucked.
Yeah. He won't be there, Ramble, because he hates Jeff Rosa. Clip that, DC.
Oh God. No, that you don't want me. You don't want me near these fucking 25-year-olds. Okay, you bust one ball.
Fortnite fuck in a while.
I haven't. There's a lot of Fortnite fucks out here. In all seriousness, like I said, I think the G League. It looks like people are going to have fun and they like it. That's great. You guys do your thing. I have no idea what it is. And I can't figure it out right now. If I had my thumb up my ass and I wasn't busy at work, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up with the G League? Let me tune in. Let me watch." But I can't pay attention right now. Chiefs 19, Broncos 22. Yeah. This game go over or under? Stayed under, didn't it?
Under.
Yeah, chalky under that stays under. All right, let's slurp Bo Nix, shall we? So Cama's money can be happy here. Bo Nix, 24-37, 295 yards, no touchdowns, but no interceptions. 3 carries for 8 yards. Fine. 43 QBR. Mahomes, 276, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked 3 times. Travis Kelce had 91 yards receiving. I actually saw his touchdown play. I thought that was crazy. Mufunga, the badass they got from the Niners. Hufanga, yeah. Yep. Couldn't tackle him. That was wild. What is I don't know what there is really to say about this game. I'm flabbergasted at the result.
I'm not flabbergasted at all. Good. Tell me I didn't know that yesterday on Prop Talk.
I forget what you said.
I said the nastiest play on the board was the Broncos.
You did, because you started saying it was the Cardinals. Then you said it was the Broncos. And I said, both of these guys are not going to win outright. So you have to pick one.
Yeah. Well,
did you pick the Cardinals?
I picked the Cardinals. Yeah.
Go ahead. You nailed it.
Well, yeah. RJ Harvey had one of the worst pass attempts I've ever seen in this game.
Pass attempts?
Yeah. RJ Harvey had the worst pass attempt you've ever seen.
Okay.
Bo Nix was great. Bo Nix was great. Bo Nix is a winner, it looks like. What can you say? 9-2, 6-0 at home. Doesn't matter what you need. It doesn't matter what you need. Broncos go get it for you. What can I say? I can't hate. Shouldn't be overreacting week to week, I guess. So when they play like dog shit against the Raiders, I should know that somehow they're going to be good enough to beat the Chiefs. And the Chiefs, I don't know what you say about the Chiefs. Like, what do you like? I don't want to take away from the Broncos because their defense is absolutely incredible. So seeing the Chiefs kind of look like shit isn't surprising because the Broncos' defense is incredible. But what do I say about the Chiefs? Like, they're still missing stuff.
Yeah, there is actually something. You said there's something wrong with Lamar Jackson. There's something wrong with the Chiefs. I was just watching Red Zone. I was really, really into the Seahawks game when it was on. Apparently, I didn't realize they had 400 yards receiving. So how much was I really into it? But anytime this game was on, I mean, this was a rock fight, but I think it was 13-6 at one point. And I said to myself, the Chiefs are going to win because this is just what the Chiefs do, right?
I think this is one of the best things to bring up. If the report was true that it was an argument between a 4th round pick and a 3rd round pick, the Chiefs are complete idiots for not just giving up the 3rd round pick to get Breece Hall. I can't stress that enough.
I'll go a step further. Why would you not give a 2nd round pick for Breece Hall?
Well, they wanted a 3rd round pick. You don't need to overpay.
That's my point. You're going to tell me Breece Hall isn't even worth a second round pick?
Well, it doesn't need to be discussed because all they wanted was a third round pick. You're doing a thing where you're haggling the price. Someone says, "I'll give you 100," and you say, "I'll take 90."
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm making them seem even dumber.
Yeah.
That's not even fair market price for Breece Hall.
Third round pick for Breece Hall seems like fair game. Running backs don't have all that much value.
Would you have given a second round pick for Breece Hall? Yes or no?
If I was the Chiefs, I don't know, but I would have given a third round pick.
Out of your mind. I would have given him a second and a second round pick in a millisecond.
Okay.
Millisecond.
And no, I'm not. I don't hate your take that much.
All right. Wait, Rashee Rice, what did he do in this game? 6 catches, 38 yards. Yeah, Mahomes, 276. That's good. I need him for passing.
Xavier Worthy stinks.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. 5 targets, 3 catches, 25 yards. Hollywood Brown, 4 catches, 40 yards. Tyquan Thornton, 1 catch, 60 yards. He had 2 targets. Why does he only get 2 targets? This guy's good.
Know. He's their deep ball guy. It feels like this guy's caught fucking 10 fucking 40-yard passes.
That's decent. Yeah, you know what? I keep forgetting Matt Nagy's on the Chiefs coaching staff. It's hard to criticize him that much because the Chiefs still fucking made it to the Super Bowl year in, year out. But yeah, Matt Nagy
stinks, bro. Kareem Hunt stinks.
He sucks.
That's the thing. You're saying uninterested in running the ball. I'd be a lot more interested in running the ball if I had Breece Hall. I think it would make you sick if you put Breece Hall next to Kareem Hunt and watched how much better one of them is.
Yeah. Been saying this shit about Worthy. He's a one-trick pony. Yeah, well, you're saying that shit about Worthy because you're a Bills fan and you're probably
yeah, but it's got to be worth mentioning. Like Keon Coleman's obviously a joke now and a meme, but it's not like the Bills did anything horrible by letting this team get Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy's
sure
a non-factor at this point.
Operation Mahomes threw him second play of the game. LML. Yeah. Cam is money pulled that up. That Mahomes had a lot of missed throws in that game. It was a terrible game by KC. Their reign is over. Yeah, I hope you guys are right. Keon or Worthy more cat meal? It's got to be Keon, right?
The guy who was a healthy scratch yesterday, probably.
All right, last game, and then we'll talk a little Monday Night Football, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Thanks again for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you guys. How many folks we got in here? 127 in Twitch.
I have the NBA. I have the NBA bet. I've been getting them early. I've said fuck it. I'm getting them early.
Gatekeep it.
Not gatekeep it.
You know what we should do? We should get more people in the Discord. I'm finding myself in the Discord a little bit more often. Let me generate an invite here. Hold on. Expires in 7 days. No, we're gonna expire it in an hour. I don't want this getting out into the fucking.
Now's your chance, OG Sharp. Now's your chance, baby.
He's back. Yeah. I wonder what's up with OG. Here's the Discord link. You guys should hop in. And we are going to talk puck later. I have a clear evening. So we're going to go back on. We're going to talk some puck. We're going to get our bearings straight. Remember last time we did? We went 5-0. Like I keep holding that over your head and baiting you in. Come on, everybody. We went 5-0 last time we did this. Come all. All right. I'll be on them if we want to talk shit. I don't know what you guys talk about. There's a Discord link. Why don't you go ahead and join it? All right. Get in fucking the Discord. Expires in an hour, though. Don't think you're going to go out there and send it to your bot friends. All right.
Got a few people already. Shout out Alvis. Shout out BA Sports. Shout out Callie Kyle. You better not be fucking bots.
You better not. No, these guys aren't bots. That's why I like this. Did
you remember that we're doing this tomorrow?
Oh no. What time?
What time's the game? Adam's got picks.
I have a 5 to 6, but I'll be back at 6:30. What?
The game's obviously not before that, dude.
Will you shut the fuck up? I don't know, man. It could be a pregame thing.
Of course you know. What fucking game tips off at before 7?
Ready to roll. Shout out Stu Finer. Ready to roll. Magic better with Parlo. We're not talking about that. Let's what was I gonna do? Oh, we're gonna talk Monday Night Football. Let's pull it up. What are the odds on Profit X? Dum dum doo-dah day. Okay, we've got the Cowboys at the Raiders tonight. Cowboys at the Raiders. This game should be cinema, as the kids say, shouldn't it?
Cowboys at the Raiders? You being sarcastic?
No.
I'm just wondering what just because both defenses suck?
Yeah.
Okay. 50.5.
Hold on.
I mean, we're due, I guess. I'll keep saying it. We're fucking
Stop
due.
saying that. Stop saying that.
This game should be cinema, and it's the fucking 3-5-1 Cowboys against the 2-7 Raiders.
I'm talking about fucking points, bro. I'm talking about points.
Okay, so we're saying the same thing.
No, we're not. I'm not saying it because it's due. I'm saying it because it makes sense. The Cowboys have a potent offense and a shitty defense. They're playing in a dome. You got the fucking Raiders who are dog shit. 3.5 is plus 108 if you want the Cowboys there. I don't know if you're going to find a 3 anywhere. You get the Raiders plus 170 on the ML. Over is a plus price on ProfitX if you want it. Shout out ProfitX. Use Coach Stake whenever you sign up. Raiders over 50 points, 60-1. No shit.
This is giving me Dak Splooge Fest vibes.
Do we think the Bears are back? Oh no, who's inviting their Bears friends to come in here? Yeah, the Bears are back. They're 7-3 with.
I was gonna say I don't think I've seen that name just Popperman before.
No, it's just Popperman's first time chatter in here. I'm not getting fired up about the Bears. Seaborn, thank you for the new follows, though. Thank you for the new follows. Stop the genocide. We'll shoot him up. It's very funny. If anybody needs a t-shirt with a duck.
Yeah, what do I gotta do, little shoot 'em up? Do I gotta send you money? How do I get my shirt?
Oh my god.
I'll wear that shit on stream.
Where did these guys come from? They're friends. Seaborn and just Popperman. They followed at the same time. They're chatting and they're talking about the Bears.
Oh, I don't care if they're following chatting. I do not care.
Interviewed Vrabel, Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald, and Raheem Morris. Is that real?
Oh my god, that's incredible. I haven't seen that name in here that much either. That is an incredible. If that is real, that is incredible. Incredible.
Are these your friends, Fat Girls?
No, Fat Girls brought fucking the Fat Girl Squad.
I named my dog in Fortnite. Little shoot 'em up. Oh, that's funny. Wait, you can have a dog in Fortnite? I didn't know that. Fat Girls does not have. Need to prove we can be a real team before we get the hype. Interesting. That was such a well-typed sentence. Now I think this is AI.
You think this is AI? Nah, just Popperman, just a realistic fan. We need more of them, dude.
Yeah. Pete Carroll and Gino have to be having sex or something for Pete to bring the worst player in the Seahawks or the Raiders and still coach at 70 years old. All right. On that note, let's talk about this game briefly. Steak, what do you like in this game? Cowboys, Raiders. Why is it even a Monday Night Football game? This is bizarre. Continue.
What would you rather watch? Gino and Pete Carroll have sex, like that guy said, or a football game? Every football game you watch from now on is just JJ McCarthy, all-time quarterback. You know, like Thanksgiving, we'd be like, oh, just be all-time QB. So every offense is quarterbacked by JJ McCarthy for the rest of time, or you have to watch Geno Smith and Pete Carroll have sex.
Okay. I'm going to watch the football game, and we'll get back to talking about the football game. If you look at the Pickett splits.
Oh, damn, I thought you were going to give me a legitimate answer.
No, that's an elementary school joke. I'm not going to entertain it. If you look at the Pickett splits, everybody.
I wish Beeb was here.
I know. Well, don't you have him on tonight? Are you going to be with him tonight, 7:00?
Yeah, but it's serious business, dude. Can't talk about fucking.
No. We could. This is
as low. Guess what the tickets as low as thing says for this game tonight.
Well, we've gone to a Raiders game and it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to ask me though, that means it must be really cheap. $28?
$390.
Oh my god! I thought you were asking because they were really cheap.
Dude, why are you fucking paying this to watch this shit? It's crazy, dude. Crazy.
Oh.
They're always going to have a product. It's crazy. You could just be dog shit and just people are always going to go to these games. It was really, really cool. I don't know if you remember. I'm sure you do. This is stupid. But on your bachelor party, when they said at the club seating, you can stay a couple hours after the game, remember? And watch the 4 p.m. games. They were like, yeah, we actually don't. That's so fucking cool, dude. God, that's cool.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, nosebleeds were not 300 KP with fees, probably more like 500.
I think we sat lower bowl, but like 30 rows up.
Club.
You sure?
100,000% we sat club. 1,000,000% positive.
I think those tickets to go to the Bears Raiders game with Justin Fields at quarterback and Derek Carr, John Gruden's last game, with taxes and fees were like $1,000 each.
Yeah, they were really expensive, and Ludacris performed at halftime. So worth.
Oh, that was good.
Worth every penny, dude.
That was good. Yep. Beep beep. Woo woo. I ain't playing around.
Hose and different area codes. That was probably the.
Yeah. Yep. You know what song I had in my head this morning? Regulators.
Oh yeah.
Good song.
Yeah. Roll out goes hard.
I forgot. Nate Dogg died. How did Nate Dogg die? Do you remember? 41 years old.
No, You're young. But I love Nate Dogg a lot.
Nate Dogg died from complications of multiple strokes, which he had suffered in the years leading up to his death. Wow.
Nate Dogg, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Unexpected from factor congestive heart failure. Damn, that's sad. All right. Well, that's the Cowboys Raiders breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
All jokes aside, after we got the Cowboys shitting the bed against the Cardinals, I kind of think the Cowboys might beat the piss out of the Raiders tonight. And I think Dak Prescott might splooge.
I mean, there's just no reason he shouldn't.
There's no reason he shouldn't. And I think we're pretty due for just a CeeDee Lamb. Like Jamar Chase had a shitty day. Justin Jefferson had a shitty day. I think we could get the CeeDee Lamb just splooge, Dak and CeeDee Lamb. That's what I like.
You know what this could be? I'll say on the flip side, though, I mean, the Raiders offense should do something. They should do something, don't you think?
We're not excited. Is Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams playing for the Cowboys? We're not excited about those additions making a little noise?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Dak over 1.5 passing touchdowns feels too free. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Take it up one more, Donnie. Do over 2.5. Over 2.5. We're gonna alt Dak tonight.
How about this? Let's do receiving. CeeDee Lamb is 84.5. What's George Pickens? 60.5. What about this?
The Overshawn thing, that this is their first game since that happened. Did not think about that. I don't think I'd factored into my handicapping, but it's interesting.
He's good, Overshawn. Cowboys win this 41-27. And I'm going to do a parlay of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens to both have 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. What do you think that'll pay?
A good amount, a decent amount, but I'm sure that CeeDee Lamb's line is close to 100, right? Probably like in the 80s.
84.5, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Overshawn is a dog. Where did he come from?
Sucks. And for some reason, I got Overshawn and Nealon confused.
There is a single game parlay that 2,748 people have placed. Tim the Tap Man. I don't know who the fuck that is. You know who Tim the Tap Man is?
Sounds familiar. It sounds really, really familiar.
Tim the Tap Man.
Sounds really, really familiar, dude.
I don't know. He's front page of FanDuel. Tim the Tap Man.
Gaming streamer. There you go. He's a streamer.
Oh, that's why I don't know who the fuck he is.
Tim
do we like him? Is he normal or is he one of those fucking weirdos?
Look up Tim
the Tat Man.
Man.
Is he cool?
He's a streamer and a fade.
He's normal.
He's bald, so that's why they're saying I look like him. Bald.
Crazy because he streams to kids. The Stakes doppelganger. Really? That's funny. He's cool. Normal, super cool. Okay. All right.
Cool. I don't feel like he looks like me, but he is bald with tattoos.
I don't know who Dr. Disrespect is. He's a silly dude. That's funny. Well, he likes the over. He likes everything I like. So basically, don't. And everybody said he's a fade. So maybe don't do that. All right, hold on. I'm going to alt 100 plus, 100 plus, and then touchdowns.
Oh, and he's a Cowboys fan.
Oh, well, that makes more sense. All right, 22-1. That's the parlay. I'll put $25 on it. Yeah, by the way, no big deal.
NBA, guys, NBA, I'm not explaining it to you. I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's the Clippers. It's the Clippers spread and the Clippers money line. Get it in now.
This is where it ends.
Clips.
This is where your reign ends.
Shut the fuck up.
It is. You're betting on a fucking dog shit team, but I'm tailing anyway because
in bet fucking on the Brooklyn Nets yesterday. I bet on the
That's different.
Is it?
Yeah, they're a bad team that people know are bad. The Clippers are a bad team that people think are good.
Clippers. Anyways, Clippers. Get it in now. Right. Not explaining, Richie. I'm not explaining.
I've had 5 straight green days. Thank you on my picket calendar. A lot of it is for you. Thank you from your NBA bets. Thank you very much. Somehow I finally had a profitable Saturday and Sunday. Do you think this is a bitch move? I mean, we all know I've gotten soft in my old age, but Saturday, I haven't had a profitable Saturday in like 6 weeks. I went 4-1 in the afternoon and 3 o'clock slate, and I just stopped betting because I wanted to have a green night.
If you didn't like anything, it's not a bitch move. Like if you had bets you actually liked and you didn't take them, I guess I would say that's a little bit of a bitch move. But if you didn't love anything, that's fine. That was a wacky day, a weird day of college.
Yeah, it was weird day. I like Texas, so I guess that's good. Well, once Oklahoma won, we knew that wasn't going to hit. Hold on, let me go to your bet, and then we'll shut it down. Events, NBA.
Don't need to go to it if you don't want to. Don't need to explain.
All right, the Clippers are on the road in Philly tonight, and they are 5.5-point dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's your play. You going to tweet it?
Oh, yeah. I'm tweeting it right after this.
Oh, all right. Sounds good. All right, Steak, 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, 2 hours, ready to go. Thank you very much. We'll check you later.
Goodbye.
Peace. Was down 7 units this month, made 14.0 yesterday. We'd love to hear that. I'd honestly rather you don't explain it. I kind of feel the same way. Yep. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for hanging out. Popperman Seaborn. I don't know if you guys are trolls or not, but either way, so far you've been on good behavior. So appreciate you. Welcome. And hopefully, listen, hey, maybe your Bears can prove me wrong. When the Bears, there's the thing about me. I have a take, but when I'm proved wrong, I will tell you I'm wrong and I will acknowledge it. And then you can celebrate. I am not sold on Caleb Williams just yet. I'm not. I did fade him yesterday. I took his under passing yards. That hit. No sweat winner. No big deal. I took him to throw an interception. That did not hit. Bad wager. And I took the Vikings defense to have a touchdown. That did not hit as well. So I just want to acknowledge Mello's Hoodie Mello's DMs. But all right. Anybody need a raid? Line bait. I would wait. Steak on a back-to-back players may get ruled out. Interesting. Great show, DGen. Have a great day. Bird Dog, appreciate you. Always love the recaps. Always love them. Thank you guys for hanging out. What's a raid? Get his ass, Hoodie Mello. Would you rather have Caleb, JJ, Bo leading your franchise? Probably Bo at this point. Probably Bo. Seems to be a little bit of a gamer, but Caleb is the more talented of those three at quarterback. Truthfully. Mentally. No. He's not there. Mentally, midget. Yeah, I'm going to talk puck later. We should shut it down. 2 hours is plenty for me to stream. I'm hungry. My voice hurts. My voice hurts. My throat hurts. Oh, God. Probably fucking make a meme out of that, won't you fuckers? What would you suggest? What time would you suggest? Maybe 4:30? Let's see. 6 games tonight. Let's get our bearings straight. And then tomorrow, Mom with Adam's got picks. We'll talk. We'll watch a Magic game on playback. That'll be fun. Who needs a raid? Owner's box. See. Yeah. Go over to Owner's box. And what should you tell him? I don't really know what you should tell him. Just tell him what's up. Raid Owners Box Sports. All right, go over to Owner's Box. Favorite Canadians. Got a couple Canadians I like. Ian McMillan's a good dude. Who else do I like? I like Canadians. Thanks for hanging out. Great recap, everyone. Raid now. Boom. All right. Have a great day. Good luck on all your wagers tonight. We will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Oh, no, I'll see you for hockey later. Peace.